Now launching. The dumbest radio show in America. Welcome to Common Man and T-Bone.
You and me, not you.
No, I'm not doing it.
No, but you can join from the chat. You can be in the chat.
Oh, thank you.
On YouTube.
So nice of you to let me jump in the chat. Hello? Hi, Common Man. I work with you. Hi.
Why do you sound like that?
I don't know, because I don't have a microphone and a camera. I'm just going to be like, hi,
you can Skype in.
Are you inviting me to do this?
Yeah.
I have plans.
Okay, good. See? That's how it works, Bone. That's how it works.
Featuring Panama Ted.
Too hot.
Timmy Hall.
I will rub one on my face.
And a collection of profane noises.
Coach?
No, Dom.
I'm a genetic freak. And I'm not normal.
I want me some glory hole. I'll keep it in the room.
Stop breathing.
It used to be a lot longer.
The numbers don't lie. Bah! Bah!
This is Stupid. This is Man and Bone.
Happy Tuesday. Welcome in. Hello, Bone.
Hello, man.
We have a girthy, jam-packed show today, even more so than usual. So here's the schedule. We have Inside the NFL, all the news and notes you need coming up at 3:48. Rapid fire at 4:34. Jayson's Beef, which is normally on Mondays, but he was too busy with all his Hall of Fame duties. He will join us today, top of the 5 o'clock hour. And then 5:34, game show. What is the game this week, Bone?
This week we are doing summer blockbuster trivia. So I will give you some movie trivia essentially, but it's all relating to summer blockbusters.
I'll be pointing this out throughout the day. I just want to prepare you.
Oh, tomorrow.
That tomorrow's a big day because tomorrow is, Wild Card Wednesday. But tomorrow is our first ever Super Wild Card Wednesday. What's the most wild card thing that we could do? We decided.
Mike, it's a thing that people used to do all the time in radio back in the day.
You know what? Some bad radio shows still do it.
Yes, they do.
We're going to take calls all day tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Teddy tried to call in sick.
He immediately heard about this and then talked to Fish and said, can I
Teddy,
take a retroactive day off?
Your day off has been denied. You got to come in here and work and answer the phone and talk to the people.
Hey, can I get a Coney dog here today from the vending machine?
No,
Can you guys get that?
We got to keep you healthy. No dysentery for you,
I
Teddy.
see what you're doing there, Ted. Yeah, that's good. Just trying to get sick. You know what? Why don't you go look like the underside of, I don't know, the countertops here. Just see what happens. You never know. Nobody's cleaning. Oh, you
Stop it.
Coming down
tomorrow,
with something?
sleep in there. You'll be fine. Tomorrow, Super Wild Card Wednesday. Today, we had Dean Evason announced as a new head coach of the Jackets. They had a presser. And like every single presser in the world of hockey, it was a snooze fest. I mean, I didn't expect, clowns and the circus to come in there, but my God, these guys are monotone.
Oh, well, I've noticed this with Don Waddell, and I don't really care, just to be clear about what I'm going to say. This is not me knocking him in any way, shape, or form. This is me pointing out things from a media-only perspective. He is not the most electric speaker in the world.
Well, we're about to hear from him. Here is Don talking about why he chose Dean Evason.
When we went through the process, the one thing that Dean really brought to the table that I really believe after being here for the month and a half that we needed was the passion, the structure, the process that he's going to put in place to make the players accountable. We all talked about it back when I was hired. That was an important thing for this organization to be able to take the next step. We felt like we have some good young players to go with our veterans, but we needed a better structure, and we're very pleased to be able to announce that Dean Evason is our new head coach.
All right.
I just want to be clear, Don Waddell does not have to be a great speaker. It's okay. As long as he's a great hockey mind.
I just care if you win games.
Yeah. I could care less if you come out and mumble everything.
You can speak Portuguese to me. I don't care.
I actually might prefer that.
Dean Evason. What do you want to hear? What excites him about Columbus?
Yeah, let's hear what excites him about the city.
If you talk to anyone around the National Hockey League, or probably anyone in this room, they talk about what an incredible city this is, what an incredible, the people are here. And that's not lost on us. It's not lost on my wife and my family, for sure. but we're here to win hockey games. We're here to do a job. I'm not here to live. I'm here to coach the Columbus Blue Jackets, and I'm here to have success. So that excites me. That excites me that the foundation, we're not coming, people are going to probably ask the culture and the foundation is set here. It just needs to be built upon. And that's what our job is. That's what, Don and I believe that we are going to accomplish to meet that ultimate goal.
I like that answer. I'll tell you why.
Why is that?
Because for a long time, I think, and they'll never admit it, that people came here because they thought it was an easy place to come and live and not be bothered.
Right.
He said, I didn't come here to live. I came here to coach the Columbus Blue Jackets and win hockey games. And yes, I don't care if you like the zoo. You could think it's the worst zoo. You can go spit on the animals at the zoo.
I mean, please don't.
For all I care.
They don't deserve that.
I don't care what you like, what you don't like. Do you go to dinner? Do you like the restaurants? Who the hell cares? Here's what I care about. Can you win hockey games for my team?
Right. Also, there is a way to, I'm not saying it's the right way to read those comments, but there is a way to hear those comments and say that Dean Evason said he will die for the Blue Jackets.
Good.
I think that's what I'm going to take.
That's how I'm reading it.
He said, I didn't come here to live. Right. He came here to die for this team, to try to help us win. Do whatever it takes. I like the mentality.
He says he wants a team-first mentality with the players.
A big thing for me is building a team-first mentality.
I just
right?
said that.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you have to have guys that are selfish buggers to score goals, but it has to be within the team, and you have to do it with your teammate. And I think that's been a strength of mine. I know it is to build that, that team first mentality and play hard for each other, not for me, not for Don, but for each other. And we'll try to get after that immediately.
All right, here is Dean Evason talking about his coaching style.
I believe that you have to have a structure. You have to have how you're going to play the game as far as your systematic stuff is but then it needs to be tweaked by who your personnel is and how your team is built. But you have to have a foundation. You have to know how you're going to play. And our team will play with great detail, with great structure, but we'll also give them the opportunity to be creative in the offensive zone and through the neutral zone. The game's made of mistakes. You got to build your system to allow the players to make those mistakes and still give them a chance to have success. So we'll have that structure put in place for sure, through video, through teaching, through training camp, through practice, through preseason. Hopefully we'll have that right away. But then we will tweak it for our roster and who is playing on our hockey team.
All right. I have a couple thoughts from that.
Mm-hmm.
One, I like the word bugger. I'm glad that we're using that.
Me
I
too.
think that it's good that that's being brought in. But two, and the more important point here, I think that every coach who's ever coached anything has probably said some version of what Dean Evason just said there, which is, yeah, we have our system, but we have to tweak it to match the players. This is going to be what you get judged on, right? Can you actually get that mixture correct? Because some guys are like, oh, yeah, we have structure, but we tailor it to the players. And then you get into the games, and it's actually like 95% structure, and the players are basically all just forced into these roles that they don't really fit. The other side of that is you have like a players coach who lets the players do whatever they want, and there's no structure. So that's like every coach is going to say a version of that. How he can actually execute that is going to determine whether or not he's successful here.
Dean Evason says he doesn't know what happened in the past with this team, but he likes what he sees.
Yeah, a lot of people talk about the young players, but what about the structure or the core group that we have here that's been here for a while? They're really good too. I don't know what's happened in the past, right? I mean, you can speculate, you can look from the outside in, but I don't know exactly how they've conducted themselves within the room and how they are as a team and how they play for each other. I don't know that yet, but that's that's my job, and that's the coaching job and management's job to put the people in place, and then to get them to play hard each and every night. So everything excites me right now because I don't know exactly what we have in that room, but I do know from the outside looking in, it's fantastic on paper, right? And it's my job and the coach's job to get the best out of them to play hard every night. And I have no doubt that we will do that, and we'll do that very quickly.
I don't know if I'd use the word fantastic on paper. I mean, if that's the case, if he truly believes that, then what an indictment that is. Well, to the previous staff.
Sure enough.
Plural.
Yeah.
That they couldn't take advantage of what he thinks is outstanding on paper.
No, I mean, there are plenty of jokes that we have made about this organization and will continue to make, but the reality is you I believe, have a couple guys now who have some legitimate experience at developing young teams into winning teams. And I'm not saying Stanley Cup winners, and I'm not saying they've done, the Hall of Famers or anything, but they have done some stuff in this league that warrants attention from us as Jackets fans to say, all right, let's let these guys work a little bit. Let them do this. So I don't know about you, Mike, but first season of this regime, I'm not going to expect they go out, hit the ice, and suddenly they're, fighting for a playoff spot in the top 3 in the Metro and all that. What I am hoping for is they look drastically better with the pieces they have than they have the last few years. And then very quickly we identify who's good and who's not, and we move on. And even if those are players that we all like, or they're players that some of the fans like, I hope that they quickly can evaluate what is working and what's not, and not be, stuck doing something just because, this guy's been here a while, or, we thought he was going to be good. You heard from those quotes. Dean Evason says, I don't know who's good. I don't know what happened in the past. I'm giving everybody, it sounds to me like he's saying everyone gets a clean slate. Let's see what happens after I get in there and I start working with them.
That's fine. Call me, Dean. I'll tell you who's good, who's bad. I'll tell you.
That's true.
And let's say, you could talk about, we got this guy, we got Boone Jenner. Fine. You also have some overpriced veterans on this team that need a kick in the ass. You have the worst goaltending in the National Hockey League, and really seemingly no plan to fix that, other than you hope Elvis wakes up one day and he's magically better.
Right.
Because if you were going to buy him out, you would have done it already, right?
I mean, unless the idea is let's have the new coach in place, and let's talk to him and let's see what he thinks. But if everybody agrees,
and then you create someone with a magic wand that's better than Elvis. I'm just saying, it looks like we have him for another year.
Yeah,
on this team.
Well, you know what? It probably does. And there's a lot of costs involved with him. So if they're saying, let's see if he can turn this around himself, all right, it's not the craziest play in the world. It just is not what I expected.
No, but I want to hook him up to a lie detector test. He said, I don't know what happened here in the past. You do know what happened here in the past. They overvalued guys they shouldn't have. They have guys on this roster that still make too much money, and now it's your job to clean up the mess. Yeah. It's your job to make all that mess try and work together.
But I also don't blame him if he comes in the first press conference and doesn't say, by the way, this guy sucks. He's out.
I know. I'm just saying, on the down low, call me. I'll tell you what you need to know. I'm going to explain irony to you coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
You're looking at a 5-minute slowdown if you're on westbound 670 between Leonard Avenue and 315. And watch out for an accident that's on westbound 70's off-ramp to Bryce Road on the east side. This report is sponsored by Discover. Time with family, laughs with friends, and cash back. Discover's got you covered on the last one. That's because Discover doubles all the cash back you've earned on your credit card at the end of your first year with Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/credit card. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic sponsored by Pella Windows and Doors, voted by Columbus homeowners as the leading and most trusted window brand. Find out why at PellaColumbus.com or at their brand new Polaris showroom.
Driving plays a big part in driving the local economy. It helps us all get where we're going and creates good jobs close to home. At Synovus Energy, our refineries in Toledo and Lima are a reliable domestic source of gasoline, diesel, and jet fuel. Plus, more than 2,300 employees and contractors work for us here in Ohio. See how we're helping local communities move forward at Synovus.com.
Hi, it's me, Little Bob from Bob's Discount Furniture. I know, you don't know me yet, but I'm here to let you know that I'm opening up 2 brand new showrooms in the Columbus area, located in Reynoldsburg and Polaris, bringing even more of my everyday low prices to the people of Ohio. And if you can't wait, mybobs.com is the quickest and easiest way to get unbeatable furniture prices delivered straight to your home today. That's my 2 brand new Bob's Discount Furniture stores coming to Reynoldsburg and Polaris this summer.
Get Bob's Discount!
The Columbus Men's Clinic opened in 2014 for guys who get it done. Let's talk, fellas. You solve problems all day at work. You fix your sink when it's broken. But when it comes to ED and low T, it doesn't get done. We get it. You hate going to the doctor, but you're the guy that fixes things. At the Columbus Men's Clinic, there's nothing to fear and no reason to delay. We've been destroying bedroom boredom for a decade. So if you haven't fixed this, call us. When the pills fail, call us. If you feel like you've tried everything, call us. Here, there's hope. From the conventional to the next level. You'll be seen by our friendly, discreet physician who will take the time to listen. Imagine finally taking care of this with no surgery. Imagine going from feeling gray to living life in vibrant color. It's time to be confident. Join the thousands of guys who have found success after walking through our doors. Will you be one of them? Dial 614-300-7400 or go to columbusmensclinic.com to schedule a $99 male performance consultation, including blood work. Do it for you. Do it for her. columbusmensclinic.com. Book your appointment now.
Here at The Fan, we give you 14 hours of live and local programming every day. We care about you. We live and work in your community. Except Bo Bishop. He won't tell us where the hell he is. Your live and local station. Except Bo. The Fan.
Straight from the manufacturer, cabinets are a better value. That's why you need Choice Cabinet for your next project. All wood, quality cabinets from an Ohio business that does things right. Choice Cabinet, 216-378-9313 or choicecabinet.com.
Another day is here, and you're ready for it. What to wear? Check. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Check. Planning for what's next and how to save for it? That's where Bank of America can help. For your financial to-dos, Bank of America has experts ready to help get you closer to your goals. Get started at one of our Central Ohio financial centers or 24/7 in our mobile banking app. Find a location near you at bankofamerica.com/talktous. What would you like the power to do? Mobile banking requires downloading the app and is only available for select devices. Message and data rates may apply. Bank of America N.A., member FDIC.
At Sunny Street Cafe, we scoff at the notion that restaurants should only have one tagline.
'Cause we
have 7.
Like our number 4.
Sunny Street Cafe. Breakfast and lunch classics you would expect. And some tasty concoctions you wouldn't.
Now with 8 locations.
This radio commercial was made to convince you to stop speeding. We can't use siren sound effects on the radio, so we'll use other equally jarring sound effects to get your attention. Like telling you that whether you drive a little over the speed limit or a lot, you can crash just the same. You could hurt yourself, or worse, others.
I'm at the scene of the collision.
And the damage you cause will be beyond repair. See? We didn't have to use crash or siren sounds after all. Speeding catches up with you. Brought to you by NHTSA. This radio commercial was made to convince you to stop speeding. We can't use siren sound effects on the radio, so we'll use other equally jarring sound effects to get your attention. Like telling you that whether you drive a little over the speed limit or a lot, you can crash just the same. You could hurt yourself, or worse, others.
I'm at the scene of the collision.
And the damage you cause will be beyond repair. See? We didn't have to use crash or siren sounds after all. Speeding catches up with you. Brought to you by NHTSA.
Don't let a cold, sinus infection, or allergies ruin your day. Breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier with Navage. Visit Navage.com, Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, or a store near you.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Today we're going to be looking at a few showers with a high around 86. Dry overnight tonight with a low of 67. Foggy on your Wednesday morning. And in fact, visibilities can be under a quarter of a mile. And then the fog burns off by 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Looking at a partly cloudy day with a few showers and thunderstorms. I'm meteorologist Dylan Robichaud with your 10 TV weather impact forecast on 97.1 The Fan.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Back when I was banging, this show slapped. Whatever the hell that means. You're listening to Common Man and T-Bone.
Bone, give me a number.
Let's go with 8.
Call a number 8 right now. 614-821-9710. Gets 4 tickets to see the Premier League champion Manchester City and Chelsea FC face off at the Shoe Saturday, August 3rd. The match between the rivals is part of the 2024 FC Series, a collection of friendly matches across the United States featuring top global soccer clubs. Tickets are on sale through Ticketmaster. Go get them now.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're lucky caller number 8, they're yours.
That's double the number of championships in a row that Manchester City has won in the Premier League.
Let's talk about irony, shall we?
Sure.
We like to throw down a few cocktails and brews. Not opposed to that?
Not at all.
We often talk about how the state of Wisconsin is known for throwing them back, and that's just not hyperbole, but that's fact. And I'm looking at it right now. This is from 24/7 Wall Street. The drunkest cities in America.
Okay.
I can go all the way to 20. I can do the top 10. What do you want?
Let's go top 10.
Top 10. Number 10, La Crosse, Wisconsin. Number 9, Wausau, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Number 8, Grand Forks, North Dakota, which is eerily close to Wisconsin. Number 7, Missoula, Montana. Number 6, Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Number 5, Fargo, North Dakota. Number 4, Madison, Wisconsin. Number 3, Appleton, Wisconsin. Number 2, Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Number 1, Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Yeah, that sounds about right to me.
Everybody in Wisconsin is drunk.
Well, I've heard that's a thing. I mean, it's just the combination of the months that you have in the just bitter cold, coupled with the fact that a lot of those bars, they have had a long tradition of people going there every single week and enjoying themselves. There's little bar games I know they play in Wisconsin that are like statewide. There's all kinds of stuff they have inducing you to get into the bars, but it's just part of the culture there.
Part of the culture. Good news, Wisconsin will begin selling alcohol at Camp Randall.
Oh.
They've resisted so far. Now it leaves only Nebraska and Northwestern as the two teams in the Big Ten that will not serve alcohol in their stadium. But Wisconsin is the latest to do it.
Well, I'll tell you, I can actually understand Wisconsin not selling alcohol for one specific reason, and that is logistics. Like the amount of booze they are now going to be responsible for procuring on a weekly basis or
there's
every
there's
other
rules
weekly
here.
basis. Okay.
Here are the rules. Fans will be allowed to purchase only 2 drinks at a time per person. The University Police Department will have an increased presence at the games. A portion of the revenue from alcohol sales will provide financial support for campus-led efforts to promote student wellness and to encourage responsible behavior around the use of alcohol. They said a portion of the revenue. That could be 2 cents. Who the hell knows?
Fair enough, right? That's just like with any of these things where they say a portion of this is going to go to education or whatever. Great. I hope it does, but let's make sure it's enough that it actually counts.
So you can double fist, but no more than that.
Well,
then you can go back to your seat and then come back and get more.
Can I say, though, that I would love to see a study on this. I don't know if anyone's done it. If they have, please direct me to it. Hit me up on X or Twitter or put it in the YouTube chat. I would love to know the numbers now that we've had alcohol on college campuses for a lot of different schools for multiple seasons. Do we see typically across the board arrests going up? Because my theory, you remember we talked about this when Ohio State did it. We talked about kind of the theory that perhaps this will be awful and just everyone will be drunk and falling out of the stands. Or it could be that people won't binge as much in the parking lot, knowing they've got 4 hours of football ahead of them when they know they could tie a couple on if they want to in the actual stadium. And that probably limits the people who get so blitzed. Not that there won't be that. There'll be plenty of people drunk and disorderly, of course. But I wonder if the number's gotten any worse since we put alcohol in all these college stadiums. Or has it been like we thought? It's probably not going to be a whole lot different. Just going to have people paying more money to get their drinks inside than versus outside.
Without having any research to back this up, I'm guessing it's not, because we would have heard about it.
Yeah, it feels like this would have been a thing a lot of people would have brought up as to why this needs to stop. Or schools like Wisconsin would have said, we can't do it. Look at all the arrests going up here. We're not doing that. So,
I liken it. Back when I was banging, we didn't have anything fun in my house. We never had Oreo cookies, nothing fun, no snacks. So what's the first thing I would do when I went over to a friend's house? I would just gorge myself. Like I would eat an entire sleeve of Oreo cookies because I knew I couldn't get any at home.
Yeah.
So I would just make myself sick to my stomach. To your point, You got a lot of people doing that at the tailgate because they know they can't buy anything inside. If they know they can buy things inside, perhaps they pace themselves, and instead of pissing their pants in the first quarter, they wait until the game's over to piss their pants.
Or again, and this is
or your
wild.
husband is coaching, and then you piss your pants. Whatever. I'm not here to judge.
All I would say is the amount, and again, we just don't think like humans think, right? How does this happen when most people are in these situations, right? If you know you can go into a place and get alcohol, do you think most people are going, well, you know what? Inside that stadium, it's going to cost me, I don't know, $9 for a beer, whatever they cost. I'm going to spend all this extra money just so I can drink in the stadium and be blitzed. Or do you think people are going to kind of not think about it that hard? And at the tailgate, they'll go, it doesn't matter. I can get a beer in there if I want to. And then as they get in there, they go, the line's kind of long. I'll come back later. And then it's the second quarter, and they go, the line's all right now. I'm going to hop in there. They pay for a $9 beer, or they buy two, $18, and they enjoy those. And then they think, line's long, don't want to have to miss the game, go to the bathroom. I'm just going to have these couple beers, and that's it. Isn't that ultimately, that's not getting a lot of people plaster drunk if that's what they're doing. Lots of humans act that way. Some will, of course, go overboard. But I think the idea that all humans, when they heard, like in Wisconsin, do you think right now they are going to have just people saying, never mind the tailgate, honey, we're going right to the stadium? No, they're going to drink like they did at the tailgate. They're going to have their beers, but they probably will have less urgency for everyone to just get all the beers in before they go inside.
People are stupid. Psychologically, we just need a little bit of a carrot.
Yeah.
Right? If you know that there's something in there for you to have, chances are you won't fill up the flask before you go in. You know what the school also says, as they're concerned about all this? We'd like to make more money.
Yep.
That's what this is all about. This is not about enhancing the consumer experience. No, this is about the school making more money.
Of course.
And that's all right. But don't tell me, we're going to use proceeds of this to promote great behavior around alcohol. Who cares?
Well, sure. It's same
Cash
thing.
your check.
Same thing with, gambling. Everybody has the law that says they have to, provide a gambling, number and help with that. And that's good. But make no mistake, there are plenty of places making money off of that. And just like they will with this, the universities are going to make money off of this, and they will do some goodwill with it, I'm sure. But they're going to make money off it.
Herbie. One of your favorite guys, mine too.
Oh, yeah.
He has a new gig. I'll tell you what it is coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got some stop-and-go traffic that's causing almost a 20-minute slowdown on westbound 70 on the east side between Kelton Avenue and the 71 East Split. And there's also some slow traffic on southbound 71 on the north side between Hudson Street and 5th Avenue. This report is sponsored by Ohio Basement Authority, your local expert. Is water seeping into your basement? Are your basement walls cracking? Contact Ohio Basement Authority, the basement waterproofing experts. Get your free inspection today. Learn more at ohiobasementauthority.com. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Need inspiration? Shop Kroger for over 30,000 mouth-watering choices with savings beyond low prices, like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. More savings and more inspiring flavors make Kroger worth it every time. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
Right now, you can save big on select varieties of Kroger brand milk. Half gallons are only $1.39 each with your card and digital coupon. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
You expect your home to protect everything you love, but you don't expect the ways water is breaking down your foundation and damaging your home. Cracks in walls and uneven floors are just a few signs your foundation is compromised. But there's one way to get answers to all your concerns. A free home inspection from Ohio Basement Authority. We put water back in its place. Get your free inspection at ohiobasementauthority.com.
When getting the job done right is job one, you need construction equipment that's built right. From compact track loaders to the world's #1 selling compact excavator, the Kubota construction lineup features durable Kubota engines, more comfort, and the versatility to do it all and do it right. Visit your local Kubota dealer today. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Stop by Columbus Equipment in Columbus, Dayton, or Toledo to see our full line of Kubota construction equipment or online at columbusequipment.com.
Hey, welcome to IKEA's Big Ready for College event. We're your one-stop shop to get your college student ready for fall semester and save up to 30% on select items.
Wow, perfect timing. I need to get my kids' space ready without breaking my budget.
Oh, how about offers on comfy furniture, clever storage, and stylish decor?
Ooh, sign me up.
Visit us in store from July 10th to July 23rd or at IKEA-USA.com/ready-for-college for more details. Offer valid dates may vary. U.S. only while supplies last. Selection may vary by store and online. See store and IKEA-USA.com/ready-for-college for complete terms. Restrictions apply.
The Buckeyes are starting fall camp and we're tagging along. The Fan is broadcasting live August 1st through the 4th at Ohio State football practice. Morning juice and Bishop and Friends Thursday and Friday, plus live weekend programming. Let's go.
We're dealing at Reichert Nissan. Hundreds of Nissans in stock, on the ground, and priced to sell fast. Low lease payments on brand new Reichert Nissan Sentras, only $229 a month. Now we're really dealing with our best value guarantee and 72-hour exchange policy. You can't buy the wrong car. Visit the Reichert Mega Mall off 270 and 33 or shop thousands of new and certified used at ReichertNissan.com.
Get the right car at Reichert.
We're dealing
with approved credit. 2024 Sentra SR FWD 24-month lease with $3,000 due at signing and $731.24.
Direct auto insurance is for uncompromisers. Like Matt. When his old car insurance got so expensive, do you think he walked until his sneakers wore out? No, because he found savings with Direct Auto so he could drive instead of compromise. With savings of up to 25% on state minimum coverage, you too can stop compromising and keep driving. Get a free quote at directauto.com or a store near you. Savings vary, terms apply. National General Group, Winston-Salem.
We go to war for you.
At Schroeder Schnarr Trial Attorneys, we don't back down. Accident? Call us today at 877-WAR-FOR-YOU or visit warforyou.com for a free consultation. Results matter because we go to war for you. warforyou.com.
Welcome to Nada Yada Island.
This season on Nada Yada Island.
When we were new, they spoiled me. They even gave me a phone. But then, it's like I didn't exist.
Don't take yada yada from your wireless carrier. Now with Metro, get that new customer feeling again and again. Introducing Metro Flex. Free 5G phones when you join, same deals as new customers when you stay. Only at Metro by T-Mobile. Just bring your number and ID and sign up for an eligible plan. After 12 months, trade in and get our best deals on select devices.
Skyline is turning up the heat this summer with Hot Met Cheese Conies, made with a premium Hot Met sausage from Queen City Sausage. But don't wait. Hot Met Conies are only at participating Skyline restaurants for a limited time. Come get yours today.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Best known for their contributions to the fast food breakfast world. This is Man and Bone.
Happy Tuesday. We got a lot of stuff still to come. But first, T-Bone's going to sell you something.
Well, man, if you have got a roof and you're saying, but you know what, this is not my kind of roof. This roof is not working right. This roof is leaky, or maybe it's just that time where the roof needs to be replaced. Able will get the job done in one day with a 24-hour turnaround on most jobs. Done in a day, good for a lifetime. That's why they've been voted the #1 roofing company in Columbus for their Consumer Choice Awards 22 years in a row. What were you doing 22 years ago? No one knows. You were nothing. I was nothing. But Able Roof, they were doing roofs. Also, you can get no payments, no interest till 2026 with their summer promotion and save up to $1,000 on a new roof. That's $1,000 on roof, siding, and windows. Don't put getting a new roof off any longer. Call Able Roof today, 614-444-ROOF. That's 614-444-ROOF.
The Browns have pacified Amari Cooper. They have restructured his deal, guarantee him his $20 million in salary. That's a raise for him. Also, he can earn an extra $5 million more in incentives. So, not the long-term deal he was looking for, but I guess it satisfied him enough. He will report to training camp. So right. Good news for the Brownies.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, he had his, I want to say one of his best years as far as receiving yardage, maybe his career high last year, and only a few touchdowns, but still a big part of the offense. I think that's a well-earned thing for him. So good for the Browns for making that work.
Herby has a new gig. He announced on Twitter, X, that he's got a new thing called Walks with Ben. Now, his dog's name is Ben.
All right.
So he's taking the concept, I guess, of like, Seinfeld did the comedians in cars getting coffee, but instead of getting in cars and going to get coffee and talking, he's going to walk his dog and then have celebrities walk the dog with him. He says, Ben and I will take a walk each week with a special guest. During the season, we get a chance to be around so many interesting people in the football world. We thought it would be fun to invite some of them to come hang out with Ben and I for a short walk. It was not clear whether these would be on social media or a segment on ESPN. Who the hell knows? But I hope whoever it is, when Ben drops down and takes a huge steamer, the special guest has to pick it up. That would be fun.
I like that. Also, I need a ruling from Ted on this. It's not named that whole Thursday, but Teddy, how are we feeling about people who name their dogs with human names? Because I've always thought that's weird, personally.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that either.
Yeah.
Why? Well, you look at the dog and say, "It looks like a Ben."
And I mean,
you do? He looks like a dog. How many people do you know that look like a dog?
I've looked at dogs and I've seen, it looks like Floyd. Floyd the dog.
No, stop. Now, see, I think cats totally can have people names. I feel like that's way different.
Why?
Because cats act like humans. Way more than dogs. Cats, sometimes you go, where's the cat?
What if you have a dog that acts like a person?
Have you met dogs?
I'm just saying, what if it's a chill dog? It's a chill dog, just hangs out?
Yeah, but again, how many people do you know that just come over to your house and are like, hey, how's it going? And then plop down and lay on the floor, right? Cats, they will hop up. They kind of get next to you. You might pet them, but you got to foster a relationship. The dog is instantly into you. I love dogs.
Right, can I tell you
Huge fan.
I'll pick any fight you want when it comes to Herby.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a lot of flaws, and he's a hypocrite in many ways. I'm not going to get on him for naming the dog Ben.
I am. Teddy, you're with me, right? He sucks.
No.
He does. He sucks for that reason specifically.
I said I'm not a big fan of it, but if he thinks the dog's name should be Ben, then that's fine. I'm okay with that.
What is your dog's names, Teddy?
Right now we have Moxie and Mojo.
See?
Moxie and Mojo.
Those are dog names.
But see, we don't name our dogs because we rescue the dogs, so they come with a name.
You don't change the name once you get them.
Change.
Although we did Moxie, we did change because Moxie's name was Roxy. And my wife hated that name, Roxy. So her brother said, "Hey, well, why don't you call her Moxie? Because it's the same."
Don't you think that would confuse a dog even more?
No, Moxie, Roxy. I mean, it's
dog's just hearing Oxy.
Oxy is all they're hearing.
Dog's hearing OxyContin is what the dog's hearing. It doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah, we had a dog named Cotton as well. So
see, I'm just saying. I feel like when you start with you start with dog names, you got to be. It's either got to be something absurd, like, I don't know, William Beagle III or something. Like, you got to have some goofball mix-up of a dog and human name. Ben? Like, there are guys on his production staff that are probably named Ben. He probably has a Ben.
I mean, one of the most famous dogs of all time, Benji. So he shortens it to Ben.
No. I don't, but again,
say it's presumptuous for me to name this dog Benji because he's not Benji, but I like that name, so Ben.
Yeah, my neighbor has a dog named Benji. It's a lab, of course. They're all named Benji, I think.
Is that right? I don't know. See, I don't understand. And not like there was a friend of mine, my buddy Jared. They had two dogs. They had a Dachshund, wiener dog, and they had a golden retriever. Now, the golden retriever's name was Beans, because the Dachshund's name was Frank, but that was Frank and Beans.
Frank
is a name.
I know it is, but there was a reason for that one. Right. That one makes more sense to me.
Here's the thing. I don't want to get a dog, but I'm going to get one now and just name it Vanessa.
That's so weird.
Just to make him mad.
Right, just to make you mad.
Like a Doberman pinscher with the name Vanessa.
Vanessa, come here, Vanessa.
That makes me think you and the Doberman are maybe a little too friendly. Maybe a little too friendly.
That's stupid.
It's weird. I think it's weird. Even your friends, your weirdo friends back in Chicagoland, they named their goofball dog Muggsy.
Muggsy. And they played with his wiener. His leaper.
I forgot. You guys, there probably were some Muggsies in the family back then. Maybe a little old Chicago mob thing going back to like the 30s.
Yeah,
Muggsy's a guy sticking up a bank. I could see that.
That's right.
Yeah.
So congratulations to Herbie and Ben. I'll be waiting for my invitation to walk with them.
Can you imagine just being there on his production staff, and Herbie's like, someone's got to get Ben. He's urinating on the carpet again. And they're like, what? Oh, the dog. Right. Okay. Just that momentary hesitation has to make every other Ben in the room feel awkward.
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
What else was I going to say? Oh, you want to talk about disgusting?
Yeah, let's do it.
Here's something for you. I have no other comment other than to tell you, maybe you have not been paying attention, and you just know that my baseball team, the Chicago White Sox, are awful.
I mostly know it from hearing you say it. But
okay,
yes.
But maybe you don't, that doesn't compute to you how awful we're talking about.
Okay.
They are 27 up and 75 down.
Oh, boy.
On July 23rd.
Oh, boy.
They've won 10 games on the road all season long. 10 games.
That's not great.
Not great.
That's terrible.
This is epic. Look, this should not be allowed. You know, we seem to have this idea the last 10 years or so in Major League Baseball that it's acceptable to just throw complete seasons away with the guise of, well, we're rebuilding.
Mm-hmm.
We're not supposed to be any good. Okay, maybe you're not supposed to be any good. No one should be this epically bad. I say that Major League Baseball, if you don't want to institute some sort of salary floor because that's foreign to you, we don't want to put caps or floors on our team payrolls because that's never happened in Major League Baseball. Fine. There was never a clock in Major League Baseball either. Now there is. Let's get with the times. You know what there should be? If you don't achieve a certain winning percentage over the course of the season, you forfeit your first-round pick. And I'm not talking about it has to be a fantastic winning percentage. The White Sox are playing .240 baseball.
Dude, you know what? That actually, I think, could work in, any place where you have a lottery system. I know, does Major League Baseball have an actual lottery? I can't remember.
No, it's based on records.
Okay. I think you could do that for any of these leagues. You could probably do it for the NFL, too. If you have the worst record in the league, then yeah, you get the number one pick. Unless you're below whatever the winning percentage is. And you can go league by league and figure that out. I think that's a brilliant idea. I think that's better than any of the other anti-tanking measures they've come up with, because how much do you think a team is going to be able to thread the needle between, well, we got to be below 500, but we can't be below 250 or something. So let's aim for being like 330. Let's try to win a third of the games. How are you going to do that? You can't. You would just have to try to be better, which would theoretically make you just play better baseball. And yeah, maybe you're always like 500 and you're middling. I'd rather have a team at least try to win and not just constantly tanking.
A team that's playing 400 baseball, trying to rebuild?
Yeah.
Or like laughably 27 up and 75 down.
It would force a team to say, well, we can't be that bad. We actually have to develop some talent so that when you finally get a first-round pick or a top 5 pick, then that guy can be plugged in, hopefully in a few years, to a team that's good.
All right, all the news and notes you need as we go inside the NFL. Coming up next, Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got some slow-moving traffic on eastbound 161 between Hamilton Road and Johnstown Road. And if you're on southbound 315 from Kinnear Road to I-70, expect a 10-minute slowdown there. This report is sponsored by Z-Bart, who stands between your vehicle and rust, bug guts, scratches, and your best friend riding shotgun. Refresh your ride with Z-Bart Detailing Services. For a limited time, scratch removal from only $29 and window tint starting at $99. Z-Bart, your vehicle's best defense. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
This radio commercial was made to convince you to stop speeding. We can't use siren sound effects on the radio, so we'll use other equally jarring sound effects to get your attention. Like telling you that whether you drive a little over the speed limit or a lot, you can crash just the same. You could hurt yourself or worse, others.
I'm at the scene of the collision.
And the damage you cause will be beyond repair. See? We didn't have to use crash or siren sounds after all. Speeding catches up with you. Brought to you by NHTSA.
The summer sell-down is on at Performance Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. Save thousands with bonus cash on select inventory. Plus, get another $2,500 off any new Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, or Ram with your trade. One Performance, 2 locations, Georgesville and Delaware.
Trade value based on KBB, be comparable, 2010 model or newer, and price at $5K.
Boating season is finally here, and Buckeye Lake Marina is your go-to destination for all your on-the-water needs. With the largest inventory in Central Ohio, we've got a boat for everyone. So come on down and find your next dream boat at Buckeye Lake Marina. The good life, the lake life, starts at Buckeye Lake Marina.
Hey there, Weekend Warriors. Austin Ward here. Sick of that slice? Tired of those 3-putts? What if I told you your handicap isn't about your swing, it's about your weight? Why not take strokes off your game by taking pounds off your frame with Awaken 180? We're talking 10 strokes off by August, getting your tour card by September, winning your first major, year 1. Think about it. Fame, fortune, and most important, winning $5 off your buddy, because you, sir, are closest to the pin. Taking strokes off your game is just 40 pounds away at Awaken180weightloss.com. Awaken 180 does not guarantee an immediate 10 strokes off your score, receiving a tour card, or the ability to control the weather. Individual results may vary. Your newfound athleticism might cause jealousy amongst your foursome, leading to accusations of steroid use. Awaken 180 is not responsible for defending your honor in the clubhouse. Awaken 180 cannot guarantee that your newfound golf prowess will lead to a sponsorship deal, but we can't not guarantee it either. Awaken 180 is not responsible for any dramatic fist bumps or unsolicited golf tips you give to strangers. Awaken 180 does not offer refunds for any lost wagers made on your improved golf game. Bet wisely, my friend. Strokes off your game by dropping pounds off your frame. Awaken180weightloss.com.
Do you feel that? The season is getting closer. Buckeye football comes your way in 39 days. Every game, every season. Proud to be your flagship home for Ohio State football. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
It's shaping up to be one of the hottest summers on record, Columbus, which means your AC unit is being put to the test. With thousands of perfect Google reviews, your cooling experts at Sears Heating and Cooling will ensure your comfort just as we have the last 74 summers. Whether your AC unit is in need of maintenance, repair, or replacement, your Sears cooling team will get the job done right the first time at the best possible price. That's right, from Dublin to Obetz, enjoy the local pricing advantage of doing business with your neighbors at Sears. SearsHeatingCooling.com.
Ohio, ready for some quick mental health facts? Let's go. Nearly 2 million Ohioans live with a mental health condition. In the U.S., more than 50% of people will be diagnosed with a mental illness in their lifetime. Depression is a leading cause of disability worldwide. So why are some of us still stigmatizing people living with a mental health condition when we know all of this? Let's listen to the facts and beat the stigma. Ohio, challenge what you know about mental health at beatthestigma.org.
Most businesses have one tagline.
Not here, baby.
At Sunny Street Cafe, for whatever reason, we've got 7.
Yeah, we do.
And here's number 5.
Sunny Street Cafe. Tasty breakfast and lunch with fist bump friendly kind of service.
Now with 8 locations.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch? Every day, from lunch to late night. Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Ready for all those warm weather get-togethers? Fill up your grocery basket at Giant Eagle. Giant Eagle's Deals for Days program features more than 1,000 deals on your favorite items, so you can save more on what you like most. Barbecue parties, graduations, communions, they're all easier to plan when you buy a Giant Eagle. These low prices are available for a limited time at your Giant Eagle and Market District, so save today. Find more information on Deals for Days at gianteagle.com.
Want to know anything about the Fan's contests, how to win, or what's up for grabs? Check out 971thefan.com. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Yes, we tried unplugging and then plugging them back in. It didn't help. This is Man and Bone.
All right, before you at me, baseball does have a lottery for the draft. I didn't know that. It must be new. And by new, I mean in the last 5 years, because they never used to have it. It used to be based on record.
Sure.
So
yeah, the draft has become a much bigger thing recently, too, right? I mean,
whatever. I've kicked myself in the crotch for getting it wrong.
Also, I want to thank Downtown Dad, who is a regular YouTube commenter and also is a Twitter follower of us here.
He's a crazy person.
Yeah. He sent me a link to an article. This is from, we were talking about alcohol being used. They're putting it at, Wisconsin's now going to sell it at their football games. And I said, I would wonder if there has been a statistical uptick in, people getting hurt, incidents, whatever, surrounding more alcohol. Because that's what people were afraid of, right? All the drunk people, it's going to be chaos. This is from the National Library of Medicine. It was a study done by a bunch of doctors. They looked at a Midwestern school that had over 65,000 people at each of their games over 2 years, 1 year with alcohol, 1 year without. And they found no statistical variance in the amount of EMS calls or emergency services needed during the... I mean, it was hundreds of calls each year, and about the same percentage when they, factored for different things were alcohol related. There was no big giant uptick in it. So that's very interesting reading. Thank you, Downtown Dad.
Something I never thought I would say. Thank you, Downtown Dad, for the useful information.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. inside the NFL.
Common Man and T-Bone's Inside the NFL.
Sponsored by Atlas Butler Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Bone.
Well, man, the 49ers say they fully expect wide receiver Brandon Ayuk to remain with the team going forward. According to GM John Lynch, he said this just today. We fully intend on Brandon being a Niner to be an integral part of the team as he has been. After there were off-season contract negotiations, they have not gotten him the extension that he wants. He requested a trade last week, according to sources from ESPN. NFL Network also confirming this. However, sources have now told Adam Schefter that other teams have reached out to the Niners and have been told no team has the intention they have been told the team has no intention of trading him. So whatever he wants, they are saying we don't plan on doing it. Who knows if this will change? Who knows how this will break out? It's right now, NFL Network is reporting that Ayuk has reported training camp despite the trade request. However, no word on if he will actually be practicing. John Lynch did say, we expect all our players to practice, but it sounds like we're right now starting to enter into a little bit of a standoff phase. We'll see how this goes, or maybe not. Maybe it's all a bunch of nothing for all we know. In either case, that's where they stand as of right now. Meanwhile, the Broncos have announced they're going to be starting all their three quarterbacks. They are going to split reps between them, including with rookie Bo Nix. They're all going to get equal time. Jarrett Stidham is also there.
In the preseason.
Yeah, Zach Wilson is there. Well, they're opening camp. So this is the plan for the opening of camp. No guarantee to how long that rotation will last, according to Sean Payton, their head coach. But they said that is the plan from day one to see how it goes. I mean, I would presume eventually you give the reins over to the rookie because you need to find out. Because as we've learned with the NFL these days, right? Rookie contracts being what they are, you can find out very quickly if you've got a guy or not. And if you don't think he's any good, you can go draft another guy the next year. So I would think you want to find this out as soon as possible. But the Broncos could also be very stupid. So we'll see how they do. Or perhaps Zach Wilson gets reacquainted with the book club from his mom's circles and finds a fountain of youth.
That was in Denver.
That's right.
Remember?
That's right. I remember. Jaguars have signed Tyson Campbell to a 4-year, $76.5 million extension. That will make him one of the NFL's highest paid corners. This was announced just today as well. $53.4 million guaranteed, according to ESPN. There are additional incentives that bring the contract's net worth to $19.3 million per year, which makes Campbell the sixth highest paid corner in the league. And of course, their general manager, Trent Baalke, had plenty of glowing things to say about Tyson Campbell, so let him live. That's great. League's highest paid corner for what it's worth in terms of annual average value of the salary is $21 million, and that is Green Bay's Jair Alexander. Denzel Ward is next on that list, followed by Jalen Ramsey in Miami, Marlon Humphrey in Baltimore, and Marshawn Lattimore and Trayvon Diggs, both getting $19.4 million, just ahead of him. So that's the corner market, in case you wondered. Meanwhile, the New England Patriots, they're still trying to figure out their quarterback situation. Jared Mayo said that Jacoby Brissett is the team's starting quarterback entering training camp because he's the most, quote, pro-ready. But Mayo left the door open that rookie Drake May could overtake him. He said, quote, if he comes out here and lights it up, it absolutely could happen, of their number 3 overall pick in the draft. But coming out of the spring, I don't think there's any doubt Jacoby's the starting quarterback at this point in time.
That's fine. Jacoby will go out there week 1, puncture his lung, and that's the end of that.
Right.
He doesn't get regular injuries. He gets almost died injuries.
Well, sure. There's lots of different scenarios there, but I don't feel like any of them really lead you anywhere other than by week 4 or 5, you are going to have Drake May taking all the snaps and being the guy there, right? I mean,
But now he's ready.
Well,
now
he's got to prove
matured.
it. He's got to earn it. That's exactly right. And then another player not reporting to camp. The Jets were talking about wanting to bring in Hassan Reddick, and they did 4 months ago. They were very excited about that. Pro Bowl edge rusher. Now, apparently, they are embroiled in a contract dispute with Hassan Reddick. Jets have reported that he will not be there, at least the start of camp. Hardline stance will cost him $50,000 a day as he does not show up. He is entering the final year of a 3-year, $45 million contract due to make a guaranteed $14.25 million in base pay, but he would like a better deal.
They'll get something worked out. They'll forgive the fines. That'll be the end of that.
Sure.
Can I ask a dumb question?
Go ahead.
Why are we so fragmented? The entire world is run by like radio engineers.
Okay.
Because we have like 10 projects up in the air here and none of them ever get done. And I always say, why don't we focus on one project to its completion and then work on the next thing?
All right.
Like I'm reading articles about we're making computers so tiny, they're going to go in your bloodstream and we're going to go to Mars and blah, blah, blah. Why can't we figure out a way to take the salt out of ocean water cheaply and effectively so that people can drink it? Like, shouldn't that be the number one priority instead of making a computer the size of a nano testicle? I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about. You know what I mean?
You know what? That's not a bad idea. I don't know. Here's what I usually think when I go, you know what they should do is blank. I tend to, and I could be wrong, I tend to think somewhere scientists have done a lot more work on that than I did. And they had the same thought. And then they said, you know what? It's too expensive or to this or to that, or they've hit some research barrier that doesn't allow them to get any further.
So let's go to Mars instead?
Well, but again, that's because there's billions of people in the world, and like Elon Musk and the guy working on salt water aren't necessarily talking.
Well, they should, is what I'm saying. Let's have the conversation. You know how much water's on this planet?
I agree, Mike.
There are people that don't have water. Let's have some water to drink.
I think what we need is like a centralized government that all the nations just talk to and say, let's just ask them what we do.
What I say is we need a common sense emperor, and I would like to volunteer for that job.
Of the world.
Of the world. Yes, of the world.
Emperor of the world.
Emperor of the world.
So you have ultimate veto power if someone comes in and is like, I'm working on like a new generator that makes it a little more efficient. And it's like, I'm sorry, did we solve salt water yet? Sorry, no.
Yeah, don't talk to me about the generator until we solve the saltwater problem. Thank you.
Okay.
Fat Boy Food Tap coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
There's a 5-minute delay due to an accident on westbound 161 between New Albany Road and Hamilton Road. It is moving slowly from Kitzmiller Road. And we have almost a 20-minute delay on westbound 670 from Leonard Avenue to 315. This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate, not one based on anyone else. So if you drive safely, you could save money. Good to know. Visit allstate.com or call for a quote today. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Men, this is Jeff, and I'm one of the owners of Tri-State Men's Health, where we treat men's sexual health issues here in our area. I say our area because I'm from here, and I'm proud that the practices in the Tri-State region are leading the charge against erectile dysfunction, low testosterone, and other conditions that affect a man's sexual well-being. At Tri-State Men's Health, we're experts in dealing with these problems. For ED, we have a variety of treatment options and treatment combinations that if you're like most men, you will get your sex life back. And I can say this with all confidence as we have the protocols that work in well over 90% of cases. If you're suffering with the fatigue, low sex drive, bad sleep, brain fog, and other symptoms of low testosterone, our treatment plans are highly effective with most men seeing significant changes in just a few weeks. So call Tri-State Men's Health today. Your initial visit is just $99 and includes blood work and a medical consult. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. We have 2 convenient locations, just off 270 in Hilliard and near the Medical Mile in Westerville. Tri-State Men's Health, a Promenic restorative health practice.
Direct Auto Insurance is for uncompromisers, the people who refuse to make trade-offs in life. Like Kelly, when her old car insurance got so expensive that she couldn't afford to drive anymore, do you think she started carrying her groceries for miles? No. But she did find Direct Auto's savings that allowed her to drive instead of compromise. With savings of up to 25%, you too can stop compromising and keep driving. Get a quote today at directauto.com. Savings based on applied discounts and will vary. Terms apply. How you buy can affect price. National General Group, Winston-Salem.
Hey, Bobby Carpenter here from Carpenter Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electric. We save our customers tons of money and frustration by simply inspecting their sewer, water, and drain lines with our high-tech cameras before there's a problem. Check us out at carpentercolumbus.com. That's carpentercolumbus.com.
Come play Skyline's 75th Coney Hunt game. Use your phone to search for virtual conies, tap to collect coins, and redeem them for exclusive Skyline merchandise at participating Skyline restaurants for a limited time. Details at skylinechili.com/coneyhunt.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Let's talk about your sleep, specifically if you're not getting enough of it. If you're feeling groggy all day because you didn't sleep well, that is an awful feeling. I've been there. And if you're snoring when you sleep, well, that could be a big reason why you aren't feeling rested. This fact surprised even me the first time I heard it, and that is as you age, your risk of having obstructive sleep apnea nearly doubles. That's right. You need to find out if your snoring is related to sleep apnea, because if it is, there's actually help available for you right now. Dr. Mark Levy is board certified in the treatment of sleep apnea, and he offers a custom-fitted oral appliance that effectively treats sleep apnea. I have been telling you about this for years. And maybe you've been snoring for years. Now's the time to get this fixed. Plus, most Medicare patients have little to no out-of-pocket costs for this treatment. So you need to stop putting it off. Don't ignore your snore. Get your sleep apnea treated by calling Dr. Mark Levy today at 1-800-MORE-SLEEP. Get the life back you deserve. Call Dr. Mark Levy today, 1-800-MORE-SLEEP, or visit him online at sleepbettercolumbus.com.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good afternoon. I'm Paul Keels from the Big Ten Football Media Day interviews in Indianapolis. Ohio State with 4 players receiving preseason all-conference honors. They were safety Caleb Downs, receiver Emeka Ibuka, running back Travion Henderson, and defensive end Jalen Tuimoloau. Meanwhile, head coach Ryan Day, speaking to the masses, says it's important for his team to set a tone at the start of training camp.
But now as we head into the preseason camp, it's going to be critically important to build the foundation. Every year, you rebuild the team. You don't just, jump back to where you were the year previous. And we're going to work really hard to have a physical preseason camp and build that foundation, as that's going to be what's going to be the difference in the end.
Cleveland Browns receiver Amari Cooper reporting to training camp with the reports that he and the team have reached agreement on a restructured contract. This update brought to you by Nature Stone. Schedule your free cost estimate today at naturestone.com. It's not just a floor. Wow, it's Nature Stone. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Desmond Howard death wishes since 2012. This is Man and Bone.
Happy Tuesday. Tomorrow is a big day. Maybe you're saying, yeah, I know it's Wild Card Wednesday. Where's my thing?
Oh, yeah, where is your thing? Let's go.
No, it's not just Wild Card Wednesday. Tomorrow is Super Wild Card Wednesday. What's the most wild card thing we can do? Take calls.
You're right.
So we're going to take calls from you idiots all day long. Teddy has tried to call in sick. Fish is having none of it.
Mm-hmm.
He rejected the request. So Teddy's got to come in here and answer your calls so we can talk to you about stupid stuff or important stuff, whatever you want. No topic is off limits. Well, there's a few topics off limits, but
let's just remind people. What we do is an incredibly simple job on the face of it, right? We talk about whatever's on our minds, but sometimes sports, for 3 hours a day. Just know that when you're talking in front of thousands of people, there are limitations to what you can and can't say, not just the ones that are imposed by the FCC. We have commercial partners. We have all kinds of things Mike and I have to think about. In that sense, it's a little bit like juggling knives. And all I'm saying is when you call in tomorrow and you give us, your thoughts, just be aware you're picking up a very sharp surgical grade knife. And if you're not used to that, don't try to throw it up in the air and catch it or, do some sword swallowing. Just pick up the knife, wave it around in the air, put it back down. Leave the professional tricks to us. We've been doing this for a long time. That's all. Because you don't want to get burned.
That's right.
You don't want us to have to cut you off or dump you or Ted to just cuss you out on the, oh, man, I can't believe you said that. And then he'll cuss you off the air. He will cuss you out.
Is this going to be like years ago when you said, hey, let's take calls, and then we take 2 or 3 calls, and then you're like, well, I guess so we're done here. And then we just leave the people on hold the whole show?
No. It's all day.
No.
Because back in the old days, Ted, I used to have a structure to what I did, right? And so I have one segment where I would take calls. Then when the segment was over, that's the end of that. Because I got to get to the next thing. Right. The good news is for tomorrow, I have no next thing.
Well, tomorrow could be like the show I used to work on in Dayton many moons ago, where that guy would read the headlines from the newspaper in the sports page that day. Whatever they printed up at 2 in the morning and put out there, that's what he would give you. And then after the first 10 minutes of the show where he did that, he would literally sit there and take calls the entire show, and those people would talk 10, 15 minutes.
You worked with Paul Feinbaum in Dayton?
That's what I was going to say.
This guy was unfortunately not quite the Paul Feinbaum of Dayton, I would say. But he did have the characters, and people call it every time. I'm just saying tomorrow you may get some more leeway. Just be careful with it.
Yes.
Because it's a little bit of a tricky thing.
Yeah.
That's all.
We are professionals. It may not sound like it, but we are.
Also, Teddy, you're tomorrow, I mean, you're going to be screening calls, right? I mean, not every person who calls in is going to get on the air. Don't they have to, they're going to have to impress you. You got to be, you got to sort this a little bit.
Do you really think the first time that people sing on American Idol is in front of the judges? No, they got to go through processes. They got to talk to producers. They're doing rounds that we never see because that's not interesting. So you're going to have to sell whatever the hell you want to talk about to Teddy, and then Teddy's the gatekeeper. He decides whether you get through.
Yeah, you don't call in and just say like, "Oh, I'm so and so from the chat." That's not all right. Great, glad you're here. What do you want to talk about? And if your answer's like, "Oh, I don't know, a little this, a little that," man, I'll figure it out. Ted's gonna be like, "Great, I'll tell the guys. Thanks." Click.
Also, I want you to be prepared for us to ask questions of you.
Yeah,
because I'm curious about a lot of you. I want to know what makes you tick, what you do for a living, with sexual positions your favorite thing. Like, just don't be surprised.
Yeah, don't be scared.
Don't be scared.
You're right.
Don't be scared
by a dog.
When I produced, I used to do that when people would call in. I would ask them a little bit of probing questions to find out how good they were on their feet.
Probing.
And then, you know what? My go-to answer, Teddy, if you need this, feel free to use it tomorrow. My go-to answer when they would be like, "Yeah, I want to talk about this and that and the other thing," and it was just totally boring, I'd be like, "Oh, that's awesome. I'm going to pass that along to the guys. Really appreciate the call. Thank you very much." Boom.
So if you get that tomorrow, Teddy's rejected you.
Teddy said no. And we will blame Ted for it. We did not reject you. Only Ted did. Ted is the sole arbiter of tomorrow.
Do we have any age restrictions for the callers tomorrow?
No.
I mean,
no.
Okay.
If there's a 7-year-old that wants to call in that has a valid thing to say, I mean, I don't want somebody just calling and going, "Hey."
Well, that's what I'm saying, right? Is like I want you to earn it. I don't want it to be like, "Oh, you're 12 and you call it in. Well, that's funny." No, and maybe not. Maybe that 12-year-old's boring as hell.
My daughter earned it yesterday.
She did?
Oh my God. So look, you know how you look at your kid and you just get proud of them when you see them accomplish something.
Mm-hmm.
And like, she plays the piano. She's good in school. She's smart, friendly. Great. She's 7.5 years old. But when I start to see the intentional humor come out, it makes me so happy as a father. So I go in there in the morning. I wake her up at 7:30. I get in the bed to cuddle with her. This is our routine. Cuddle, wake her up a little bit. Lots of I love yous and kisses and what are you excited for today? Here's the backstory. I've told this on the air before. The worst dreams you've ever had in your life, I have them every night of my life. I have nightmares every night of my life. I'm used to it by now. It's no big deal. She knows that I have these bad dreams. So she asked me, "Daddy, did you have bad dreams last night?" "Yes, honey, I did." It's no big deal, though. "I give you 2 choices. "Okay." "Choice number 1, tonight you sleep with my stuffy and it'll make your dreams better. Choice number 2, kill yourself."
She's picked up on your humor, I guess.
It's the way she set it up.
Yeah.
With the sweetness. She knew where she was going. And then I laughed and said, "You didn't give me much of a choice." She goes, "I know. What time will you be killing yourself today?"
Mm-hmm.
I was so proud of that kid in that moment.
Boy, though, there is one way you could get the joke back.
Actually kill myself?
It's only one way to do it.
I mean, that's...
She got you.
I'll go a long way for a payoff. "Hey, honey, come home quick after camp today. I got something to show you." And it's just me hanging from the ceiling fan.
Yeah, I don't think that's
gotcha.
I think you just got to let her win on that one. She got you on that joke. She nailed it.
Fat Boy Food Day.
Common Man and T-Bone have very little value unless they're telling you about all the crap they can shove in your mouth so you can die quicker. It's time for Fat Boy Food Tip. Wait, how do you want me to say it? Tip? This is dumb. I quit.
All right, the Daily Meal has put together the 7 best sandwiches you can order at Arby's.
Okay.
We're going to go through the 7. Number 7, crispy chicken sandwich. Number 6, buffalo chicken sandwich.
Yeah, I mean, I like a buffalo chicken over a regular crispy chicken.
Number 5, roast turkey, ranch, and bacon. It sounds like the bread.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It's like a club sandwich.
I've never had it, but sure.
They called them market fresh sandwiches back in the day.
I've seen it, yeah.
Yes, I've had. I've seen it. Number 4, smokehouse brisket, which I've never had.
No, and again, I know they've got the meats, but I don't view them as being a true brisket place, so I don't try the brisket there.
Number 3, classic roast beef.
Oh, okay.
Number 2, classic beef and cheddar.
Okay.
Number 1, and it's wrong. I know it's opinion based. I don't care. The opinion is wrong.
It can be wrong.
Reuben.
What?
Number 1. First of all, look. Take your sauerkraut sandwich and shove it up your ass. I don't want to talk about it.
Not a fan of that sandwich?
It's not for me. But I'm sure if you love a Reuben, maybe it's the best Reuben you ever had. But I don't know how you can have the top of this list and not have either the classic roast beef or the beef and cheddar and something that didn't even make the top 7, which I think is the most underrated sandwich in the world. Fast food sandwich in the world is the Arby's French dip.
I know you're a big fan of the French dip.
You got that soft hoagie roll with the delicious roast beef. They melt some cheese on there, and they give you a bucket of slurry to dip it in. Sludge, salty sludge.
They give you meat juice.
You soak up the salty sludge with the bread. I love it. And actually, somebody turned me on to this. Did you know that whatever you order at Arby's, they'll give you a cup of that French dip jus if you ask for it?
I didn't know that.
Yes.
I didn't know you could ask for it.
Now, they'll charge you like 50 cents, but they'll give it to you with any order. So you can dip your regular roast beefs, your beef and cheddar in the jus.
That's a game changer. Also on the list of the 7 best sandwiches at Arby's, 7 sandwiches, and they didn't get to chicken bacon Swiss. I'm not saying it's top 5, but if you haven't had the chicken bacon Swiss at Arby's, also reevaluate that, because that's a damn good sandwich. I don't know how that doesn't make the list. But the French dip, that's good. Chicken bacon Swiss is good. Yeah, take the Reuben off of there. Take the brisket off of there.
On there, fine. I'll admit I'm not a big Reuben guy, but number 1?
No, come on. Over either the beef and cheddar or the regular Arby's, get out of here. Now, at least they didn't go with the Wagyu beef. I was afraid you were going to say that.
Wagyu.
I want to tell you about a menu item that I learned about in the Taco Bell app. I did the thing where last week I was off. Melissa said, let's go get Taco Bell. I said, you don't have to tell me twice. Pulled out the app, start ordering. Right on the app.
She said it?
Oh, yeah.
That's like foreplay.
Oh, she likes Taco Bell. We both like Taco Bell.
Did you do it right in the parking lot then afterwards?
That was later. No, but she said, let's get Taco Bell. I pull out the app because I'm an app sucker for this, because you can save money on these apps when you're going to these fast food places. When you go as much as I do, you have to do it. So they had an ad pop up, full screen ad before it when I opened up the thing, and it said, try our new cheesy street chalupas.
Okay.
Have you seen these? Are you aware of them?
I've seen them in the commercials.
I didn't know they were doing this. It's like a double layer, because with street tacos, they sometimes put they do 2 of them because they're so small, so you can pack in more toppings. They have a chalupa. It's wrapped in another shell. They have cheese, like caramelized. It's all crunchy around the edges of that. But in this, I got the chicken one. It's chicken. They have cilantro and onion, and then they put like a cheesy, spicy sauce on it.
Good?
Very good.
Yeah.
Now, $5.49 for 2 of these little guys. That's not getting it done for me. That's a little too much. But they were delicious. I mean, if you have not tried them and you are very bored with your regular Taco Bell selections, this is certainly something I would say give it a shot. But just know, I mean, they're upcharging you for the new items. They have their little value menu that's great. That's where I usually stick. But these were worth a little venture out.
Ryan Day met with the media today. You will hear from the coach and his bullwhip coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
There's some stop-and-go traffic that's causing a 5-minute delay on southbound 71 on the north side between 670 and I-70. And you can expect some slow-moving traffic on northbound 71 on the south side from Greenlawn Avenue to 315. This report is sponsored by Pierre's Ice Cream. Pierre's Ice Cream Ingredients Inspection. Line up. Cream to the right, chocolate chunks left. Caramel looking smooth. Every cookie, berry, chip, and chunk earns its place in Pierre's Ice Cream. Made in Ohio, made with the best. Pierre's, we've got your flavor. I'm Nicole for 97.1, The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Whiskey War by High Bank Distillery. Drink local. Drink high bank.
Hi, it's me, Little Bob from Bob's Discount Furniture. I know, you don't know me yet, but I'm here to let you know that I'm opening up 2 brand new showrooms in the Columbus area, located in Reynoldsburg and Polaris, bringing even more of my everyday low prices to the people of Ohio. And if you can't wait, mybobs.com is the quickest and easiest way to get unbeatable furniture prices delivered straight to your home today. That's my 2 brand new Bob's Discount Furniture stores coming to Reynoldsburg and Polaris this summer.
Get Bob's Discount!
Bobby Carpenter here for Affinity Whole Health, the leader in the testosterone and hormone replacement therapy game. And weight loss too, that's right. Affinity offers semaglutide injections for weight loss in addition to their testosterone treatments so you can lose weight and build muscle. They customize a plan directly for you. They added peptides to my TRT. They've added semaglutide with my friend's testosterone, and the results are amazing. They're pumped about summertime and pool season, so check them out at feelgreatcolumbus.com. That's feelgreatcolumbus.com.
Diamond Seller's Wedding Weekend is back. Shop buy one, get one half off wedding bands, 20% off diamond anniversary bands, and special offers on diamond engagement rings. Visit us at Diamond Seller's Wedding Weekend, Friday, July 26th and Saturday, July 27th on Sawmill Road.
We know your golf game is ugly, but your course doesn't have to be. Experience the natural beauty of Delaware Golf Club today. Delaware Golf Club is now open to the public and only 10 miles up the road from 270. For the best rates, book your tee time online at DelawareGolfClub.com.
Common Man here for Jermaine Lexus of Dublin and Easton. I was in my Lexus the other day. It was hot as hell, but I was so thankful for my ventilated seats. I'm not saying that's why you should buy one. It's just very nice. Right now at Jermaine Lexus, it's the Golden Opportunity Sales Event with lease payments as low as $499 a month and 3.99% financing on select models. Get this, the RZ is 0%. I have been a Jermaine customer for years, even before I started doing the commercials. If you're in the market, please stop in. Jermaine Lexus, Dublin and Easton, JermaineLexus.com.
Much like a vampire, we need to be invited into your house. But once we're in, we never leave. Listen to The Fan on your Alexa or Google Home smart speaker. Just say play 97.1 The Fan and prepare to be amazed. Do it now.
O'Reilly. O'Reilly Auto Parts is your exclusive in-person advance sale ticket outlet for the 2024 Ohio State Fair. Discount admission tickets are $8 at participating stores. Enjoy food, entertainment, animals, rides, and so much more at the Ohio State Fair, July 24th through August 4th. Get advance sale tickets now through Tuesday, July 23rd. Only at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Hey, have you heard about Tim Hortons' new happy hour? Get 50% off summer menu drinks after 2 p.m., Monday to Thursday.
50% off?
Yeah. Try the new Cocoa Caramel Crunch Iced Cap, Butter Pecan Cold Brew, Mango Frozen Lemonade, Solar Splash Tim's Boost, and Berry Cherry Refresher.
There are so many options. That's really good.
Discover a new favorite with Tim's Summer Menu and enjoy 50% off during happy hour. Only at Tim's. Limited time at participating U.S. restaurants. Terms apply.
Hey, Ohio! The Ohio State Fair is coming soon.
July 24th through August 4th.
Don't miss fair favorites like the Butter Cow,
Livestock animals,
endless shopping,
delicious fair food,
free live music,
thrilling rides and games,
competitions, and so much more.
Experience the Ohio State Fair, July 24th through August 4th.
Get tickets in advance at ohiostatefair.com. Hey, Ohio! The Ohio State Fair is coming soon.
July 24th through August 4th.
Don't miss fair favorites like the Butter Cow,
Livestock animals,
endless shopping,
delicious fair food,
free live music,
thrilling rides and games,
competitions, and so much more.
Experience the Ohio State Fair, July 24th through August 4th.
Get tickets in advance at ohiostatefair.com.
Don't let a cold, sinus infection, or allergies ruin your day. Breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier with Navage. Visit Navage.com, Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, or a store near you.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Scattered showers and a few storms on this Tuesday. Temperatures under partly sunny skies around 80 degrees. Down to the mid-60s, mostly cloudy with some patchy fog on Wednesday morning. A bit warmer and more humid on Wednesday afternoon with scattered showers and thunderstorms through the afternoon and evening. High temperatures in the mid to upper 80s. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
The only thing harder than common man's arteries is T-Bone thinking about a red-bellied woodpecker. This is Man and Bone.
I want to talk to you about my friends at Choice Cabinet. Do you have a kitchen? Probably, yes.
Yeah, I do.
Closet, pantry, laundry room, mud. Wherever you put cabinets, Choice Cabinet can help you. Straight from the manufacturer cabinets are a better value. They're going to save you money. You need Choice Cabinet for your next project. They're all wood, quality cabinets. You can get soft close, dovetail, craft, anything you want from an Ohio family business that does things right. Choice Cabinet, 216-378-9313 or choicecabinet.com. Tell them Common Man sent you. Oh, excuse me.
All right.
Little Paul Keels there.
That's all right.
Ryan Day speaking at Big Ten Media Days today. Here is Ryan Day talking about the pressure being extra high this year.
Now, our guys, they know what the expectation is. You've heard some of them say, what their goals are. We're not going to shy away from that. We want to win the rivalry game, be right in this stadium right here, win this Big Ten championship, win a national championship. We know that. But at the same time, that can't be our focus because that's a distraction from where we are right now. And so where this season goes and what this team looks like is going to look a lot different than it did last year. And this is a new journey. We've got to rebuild that to get to where we need to be.
That's always the thing I worry about when you're a team that's got a lot of talent on it but doesn't get the job done. You got to start over at square one the following year, and you got to do that all again. That's not easy.
Here is Coach talking about what Chip Kelly brings to the offense.
Well, hopefully we're scoring points. And that's why we brought him in. But I think the thing for me is that I've had a great background with Chip. He and I have been friends for a long time. He was a mentor to me growing up, and certainly have learned a lot from him and the way that he approached things and his ability to just focus on the offense, calling plays. Is, I think, exciting for all of us, including him. And it's been great to work together. It's going to be exciting to collaborate this season and see where this season takes us.
That was on Get Up. That's why you heard the music there.
Oh, I see. Okay. I was wondering
maybe it should be properly labeled in the system, but
okay.
That's on me for not listening to it first.
All right.
So I apologize. Pressure to beat Michigan this year. Is this on Get Up or is this from the presser?
We'll
Who
find
the hell
out.
knows? Let's find out together.
It doesn't change year in and year out. I mean, that's something that we all know, and we certainly don't take very lightly. I mean, it's something we live day in and day out, and I think probably one of the biggest struggles that we have is that when you lose a game like that, you have to wait a whole another year to get back into that game. And for our guys who decided to come back, we had about 12 guys that made the decision to come back. That was one of the big reasons why they decided to come back. But what we have to do is build every day and grow every day and count on the work that we're doing on a daily basis that's going to matter as we get to the end of the season. And what we can't do is get too far ahead of ourselves and start to focus too much on that and get distracted. That's just the bottom line. But when you come to Ohio State, you got to win that game.
You don't have to get ahead of yourself to have the mantra that you're winning every single game. That's the expectation. And I know that it's not going to happen. We're going to hear Coach speak like we just heard right there. But if Ryan Day is honest with himself, that answer could have been a very short answer. He could have said, look, I know if I don't beat Michigan and win the Big Ten, I'm going to get fired. Yeah, that's the reality. You beat Michigan, you win the Big Ten. You have not won this conference in 4 years. That's unacceptable.
Right. I know we've talked about this, and it's just, this is going to be a weird year. I keep saying it. I don't know how we're going to properly all process it. What happens if you beat Michigan and then they are immediately thrown back into your pathway in the Big Ten championship
game? Then you beat them again.
And if you don't?
Then you're fired.
But you beat them, but you beat Michigan.
I said there are two parts to this.
Okay.
You beat Michigan and you win the Big Ten.
All right.
If you lose to Michigan in the Big Ten title game, you don't win the Big Ten.
Okay. But then you go to the college football playoffs because both those teams would go.
Nothing short of a national championship would save you.
Okay. Right.
That's my criteria.
No, I know, but that's where I'm saying the variability of this whole thing. And I'm not trying to defend Ryan Day. I'm not trying to set up anything to say, Ryan, I'm with you. Like, beat Michigan, win Big Ten championship, hopefully playing for national championship. These are the expectations. now we have such a weird way to settle that. I am not convinced that we're going to get a clear. I'm saying in years past, it would have been very clear to know if that objective was achieved or not. You know, this year you could lose to Michigan, win the Big Ten championship by beating Michigan or by not beating them. You could beat Oregon in the Big Ten championship, but maybe you've already locked it up and Michigan's just that bad this year. I don't know. And then you get to the college football playoffs and you lose in the second round. What do we do with that random situation? There's so many of these variables now that it sucks. I wish I could tell you it's going to be easy to know if we get this situation the way we want it. The easiest way is beat Michigan, win Big Ten championship, win national championship, 0 question marks.
Do you believe,
everything's settled? Like
a lot of college football people believe, that this is the most talented roster in the country?
I do.
Then they should win every single game.
Yes, but if they don't, do you think he's getting fired?
Yes.
Okay, so if they don't win a national championship, Ryan Day's getting fired.
No.
Well, that's what I mean. I understand what you're saying.
It depends how it plays out.
Yes, that's my point.
But
yes,
but there are certain non-negotiables for me, which is beating Michigan, win the Big Ten.
I know.
That is a non-negotiable.
I know. But what I'm getting to is, and I hope it doesn't happen. I hope we get a clean one shot at Michigan. We beat them, dust our hands. They could play Michigan 3 times under this system now. That's every year you could play Michigan theoretically 3 times. And I don't know what the hell to do with that. I'm saying this as a Buckeye fan who has expectations. My dials I had 1 dial.
I understand.
Now I have 17, and I'm trying to calibrate all the dials on what is actually going to count for us this year as a good season. Beating Michigan, yes, 0 doubts. If they lose that first game, that's going to go a long way towards Ryan Day's tenure being over. But then, then we go after that, and I don't know where we go.
I know. Sometimes I think, though, that we get stuck in the weeds, where we had this discussion with the pitch clock in Major League Baseball, where what if 5 games a week end with the pitch clock violation? What are we going to do? Well, it turns out we had 1. All of last year, we had 1.
Okay.
Right? You're talking about they could play Michigan 3 times. Here's what I know. Michigan is on the schedule once this year.
Win that game.
Win that game.
I agree with you.
And then whatever happens after that, we reassess.
All right.
Win that game. Win all the games currently on your schedule, and then we can talk.
I'm with you, but I'm just saying we can have that discussion when it happens. I'm just saying we will be having that discussion. You and I last year said, not good enough. You lost to Michigan 3 times in a row. And then what happened? Nothing. They didn't fire him. I'm saying,
yeah, but is that because Gene was on his way out? And
sure. Yes.
I don't know.
There's variables to this. And that's my whole point is the variables that now exist with 3 playoff games and all this other extra crap, as good as that is for college football and as fun as that's going to be, and we got a lot more things to talk about, the idea that it's as cut and dry for Ryan Day as beat Michigan, yes, there is a chance that he has to beat them twice. There is a chance that he doesn't beat them and somehow wins a national championship. This is bizarro world, and we're gonna be in that, and that's going to really be frustrating. But it'll be a fun roller coaster.
Frustrating or interesting or fun or terrifying. It can be all those things all at once.
Yeah.
All right, rapid fire coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got some stop-and-go traffic that's causing almost a 20-minute delay on westbound 70 on the east side between Kelton Avenue and the 71 East Split. And expect a 5-minute slowdown if you're on southbound 71 on the north side between 670 and I-70. This report is sponsored by AutoZone. Get in the zone. The free AutoZone Fix Finder service can help troubleshoot that likely cause of your pesky check engine light for free and help save time and money down the road. Restrictions apply. Get in the zone. AutoZone. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Find great prices on summer favorites this week at Meijer. Get fresh local blueberries for $1.49 and Meijer chips 3 for $5. Plus, the 7 for $7 sale is back. Mix or match hundreds of items and pay just $1 each when you pick any 7 or more. Eckrich hot dogs, Meijer ketchup, and select Coca-Cola products, plus deposit where applicable. To round out your summer cookout, shop low Meijer prices and the 7 for $7 sale this week only. Exclusions apply. See all the deals in store or in the Meijer app.
The summer sell-down is on at Performance Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. Save thousands with bonus cash on select inventory. Plus, get another $2,500 off any new Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, or Ram with your trade. One Performance, 2 locations, Georgesville and Delaware.
Trade value based on KBB, comparable, 2010 model, or newer, and price of $5K.
Come play Skyline 75th Coney Hunt game.
Use your phone to search for virtual Conies, tap to collect coins, and redeem them for exclusive Skyline merchandise at participating Skyline restaurants for a limited time. Details at SkylineChili.com/Coney Hunt.
Common Man and T-Bone here. Visit Hollywood Casino Columbus this summer for exciting live sports action. We got the biggest screens around, and ESPN Bet is live in Ohio.
Plus, Penn Play Rewards members can win up to $500 Penn Cash every week. Visit PennPlaySports.com/cover5 today and register for your chance to play and win.
Not a member? Get the Penn Play app today.
Hollywood Casino Columbus is your live sports headquarters.
Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Ready to be the change and have a positive impact on your community? Consider joining the Columbus Division of Police. Starting pay is $70,000 plus, growing to 6 figures after 4 years of service. We offer paid vacations, paid holidays, and health insurance. Do you aspire to complete your degree? We offer 100% tuition reimbursement after you complete your first year of service. Contact the CPD recruiting unit at jobs@columbuspolice.org or apply online at columbus.gov/government/jobs. The City of Columbus is an equal opportunity employer.
Guess what? Our ugly faces are on YouTube. Search 971 The Fan and watch all your favorite shows. Laptop, phone, tablet, smart TV, we're everywhere. Bring us in the bedroom with you. Yes, The Fan.
Common Man here for Diamonds Direct. A lot of people ask me, what is it like going to Diamonds Direct? I've never been there. Explain the experience for me. I will. Picture this. You step into the store. The energy's electric. The welcome is warm. They got your favorite drink ready. Everybody's having a blast. It's like a discoteca or Studio 54 on steroids. It's not your typical hush-hush jewelry store. It's like walking into the home of a trusted friend. You know, that trusted friend that you have that has millions of dollars worth of jewelry in glass cases. And the people who work there, they're not just about sales. They care. They dive into your story. What are you celebrating? And they're going to work their magic to find something amazing that's not going to break the bank and is right for your budget. And trust me, they've got the perks. Free cleanings, maintenance, even birthday surprises, all on the house. So whether you're planning that big proposal or looking to treat yourself for someone special, drop by Diamonds Direct. Tell them I sent you, me, Common Man, and get ready to experience jewelry shopping done right. On Polaris Parkway, right in front of Polaris Fashion Place, diamondsdirect.com.
We go to war for you.
Hi, it's Robert Sugar. Uber or Lyft accident? At Sugar Schnarr Trial Attorneys, we know the law and we'll fight for your rights. Call us at 877-WARFORYOU.com or visit warforyou.com for a free consultation. Know your rights and get the results you deserve. That's 877-WAR-FOR-YOU. 877-WAR-FOR-YOU or visit warforyou.com.
War for you, warforyou.com.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
Call 614-502-5220 to schedule your free in-home estimate today. And for every 2 windows you buy, you get the next 2 free, plus 0% financing for 60 months. Like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
We did the math. Common Man has hosted over 5,000 shows on The Fan. 3 of them have been halfway decent. Here's Man and Bone.
Teddy? Yeah. You couldn't turn my microphone on.
You were getting ready to say this was one of them,
Let me tell
right?
you something, buddy.
And then,
No, this ain't one of them.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Hey, subscribe to the podcast of this stupid show. It's available wherever you get your podcast. Just search Common Man and T-Bone. Click subscribe. Every single show comes right to your device free of charge. The podcast is brought to you by our friends Care Heating and Cooling. Rapid fire.
Rapid fire.
Sponsored by Custom Air. Custom Air. Custom Solutions. Custom Comfort.
All right, Teddy. Rapid fire number 1.
The Big Ten announced that the Big Ten championship game will remain in Indianapolis through 2028. Would you like to see the game move to a different location?
That's a stupid question. Yes. I'd like to. We've talked about this. I don't know why we just focus on centralized locations like Detroit and Indianapolis. Who cares if they have a dome? What's the difference? Embrace your roots. Embrace what you are. Play an outdoor championship game. Trust me, it'll be the highest rated championship game in conference history if there's weather.
Absolutely.
People love, unless you're Tyvis Powell, people love to sit down and watch a weather game. I would love to have a Big Ten championship game in the shoe.
I would love that. I also would not be opposed to them having it, play one at Soldier Field, have one up at, the Browns Stadium, have one in Cincinnati if you want to. Like, put it in NFL stadiums that are outdoors.
Sure.
If you've got to do that and you have to have it all planned, but either college sites or pro sites, I don't need it in a dome. Stop making it be in a dome. It's okay.
Rapid fire number 2.
Blue Jackets new head coach Dean Evason. Oh, I'm sorry. Evason.
Evason.
Yeah, we wouldn't want to make that mistake. Okay. He was born in Flin Flon, Manitoba. If you were going to live in Canada, then what city or area would you like to reside in?
Oh, there's so many. You mean
First
just for
of
the
all,
name alone?
Hang on a second. Flin Flon is where he's from?
Flin Flon.
Flin Flon.
Manitoba.
Okay. Didn't know that was a place. Glad to know
I
it.
mean, you got Medicine Hat. You got Regina.
Mm-hmm.
You got
Yellowknife.
Moose Knuckle.
What's that one that starts with an S?
Saskatchewan.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
You got that. You've got. There's more. Isn't there one that what do we put on the back of our shirt?
Oh, I forget. I know what you're talking. I mean, Yellowknife is one we've talked about, but that's not the one you're thinking of.
Something like Chodeville or
yeah, there was Penis Land.
Yeah, something like
Penis Land, Canada. That's where I want to go.
What's the difference?
I will tell you. I thought about this. There's 2 places possible for me, but one of them's really cold, so it's probably not the answer. Calgary is one. Because Calgary is near Banff, and I love me a national park. And Banff is one of the coolest looking parks. I know our listeners, Derek and Fawn, just went there and said it was a blast. But on it wouldn't be that because I couldn't stand the cold. I would go to Vancouver. Pacific Northwest rules. I love it out there.
I'm doing maritime provinces, so
you're way
Nova
out east.
Scotia, Newfoundland. I'm going out there.
That'll be interesting for you.
Oh, I'm looking forward to hard nipples all the time. Refreshing. Rapid fire number 3.
If you had to go to the vending machine right now and select one drink, bag of chips, and a candy bar, what are your guys' selections?
Ooh.
I mean, these are things that have to be in a vending machine. I can't like a prime rib. I can't select that.
No.
Yeah.
Just like a regular vending machine.
He said at a vending machine.
Right.
That's not. I don't. Let's count like the sandwich. We're not doing sandwiches and stuff like that.
No,
you said
vending machine.
The
chips, candy bar,
and
drink.
a drink.
All right, drink for me, Sprite Zero, bag of chips, Doritos. I'll probably go Flamin' Hot, and then candy bar, Reese's Take 5.
All right, those are good. I also am doing a Doritos, but I'm doing Cool Ranch. I am going to do a Coke Zero because I'm very different than you. And I'm going to do the Butterfinger is one of my all-time favorites. So I'm going to go with Butterfinger.
Rapid fire number 4.
Today is National Vanilla Ice Cream Day. What's your favorite thing to eat or mix with vanilla ice cream?
Oh, let me tell you something. First of all, you can't go wrong on a piece of pie. Whether it's a piece of apple pie, a piece of cherry pie, a good piece of pie screams out for a scoop of vanilla ice cream. But let me tell you something. As we get closer to the fall season, autumn land, an apple crisp. You get yourself a warm apple crisp with the crumbly crap on top.
Yeah.
And then you put a dollop of ice cream and just starts to melt in there. Woo!
Yeah.
Change your underwear.
That's the Pizookie experience at BJ's where they do the hot, like flaming hot cookie that's almost lava. And they put a scoop of ice cream on that, and it's in a little tin. The tin will burn your hand, but the ice cream is cold and melty, and it's so good.
Is that your choice? Pizookie?
No. Like I'm thinking of just a general topping that you could put on the ice cream, not put the ice cream on.
Oh, okay.
So in this
I didn't
case,
take it like that.
Well, that's okay. I'm saying for me, I love that the hard shell. The chocolate you get at the store, right? Where you just squirt it on there, and then within seconds it firms up and becomes that hard shell. I love that. I would dump a whole bottle of that on a bowl of ice cream and go to town.
You know, once we got these delicious cherry preserves as a gift.
Okay.
Like a Christmas gift. It came in one of those, gourmet gift things, and it's tart cherry preserves, like right from the Michigan farm, all of that, right? And so I had some ice cream, and I decided to put that on top of the ice cream.
And?
My God.
Oh, I bet that was a game changer.
My God. It's like the pie without the pie. It's the pie filling.
That's what you want.
It's like the best pie filling you ever had without the pie.
That sounds great.
All right,
also, you know what? Last one I'll say, salted caramel. In anything, good, but put that in vanilla, it's a great treat. I think that's awesome.
Rapid fire number 5.
All right. Tomorrow is National Drive-Thru Day. Yeah, it's got its own day. What fast food restaurant's drive-thru experience do you enjoy the most?
Well, like McDonald's is the easiest because the app is easy and there's minimal talking to people and it's usually pretty fast. But I actually don't mind like Culver's.
Culver's is good.
Because they're efficient. Music's gone. Speaking of not efficient.
We were not rapid today.
They generally understand when you tell them what you want because their whole menu is sort of based on what do you want on your burger.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They're ready for different toppings to go on
they're
there.
planning on that. They're
planning on that. They're also making it fresh for you when you order it. So I like ordering at Culver's, and then you have to pull off to the side a little bit, but I know why. Because your entire order is being made fresh for you.
It is a good feeling. I'm going to say, though, you know what? I used to get annoyed by this, but I've changed my mind on it. Cane's, I actually enjoy the drive-thru experience where you pull up, and number one, not a complicated menu at all, right?
I don't like the riddle.
No, I enjoy it because now I find it to be unintentionally funny. Where it
hot chicken, what chicken you picking? Yeah. just ask me what I want.
I saw somebody post a video where they said, hickory dickory duck, here's what the F I want. And I thought, you know what? If you can riff on that and go back and forth with them, I like it. That's good. But then I also like, I don't know what it is. It's horrible for the environment. It's horrible for everything. When you get a giant plastic bag with styrofoam in it and you open it up and there's delicious chicken inside, I feel good. And Cane's delivers that to you. So I like getting a bag with, then there's ketchup in it. You get the little packets of sauce. You get napkins and a fork and a knife. Like the whole thing feels like, I don't know. It's an aesthetic that I love, probably because when I get it, I'm getting Cane's. And I like Cane's a lot.
Timmy's over there. What's the best drive-thru experience for you?
Cane's is pretty good. I'm with Bone. I don't mind the riddle. And what you said about Culver's, that's a pretty fantastic experience. But I also think Chick-fil-A, it goes, even though the line can build up.
But here's my problem.
They
with
usually are
Chick-fil-A.
out there taking your app order with real people.
I don't want the real person. I don't want to try and make conversation.
I don't make conversation.
But sometimes they make it with you. How's your day going? I get that all the time.
Here's what you say. Good.
No,
I
Timmy,
don't want
Timmy,
to.
I don't want to look people in the eye when I'm ordering food.
I want to look at a box. I want to look at a machine.
I want a machine.
Speaker.
Yes.
Look at.
You're the reason this AI is going to take us all over.
That's fine. Take it over.
Touch.
I don't need a personal
balls and strikes.
Human touch. I don't want a human touch ever. I wish I can go an entire day without ever interacting with a human.
Yeah, here's where I'm going to disagree with you, Timmy, on the Chick-fil-A thing. I understand it does move fast, even if the line's long. They do a nice job having it all covered now, which is good. But
have you seen that little box they sometimes make them stay in when there's weather?
Yes, I've seen the box.
I don't even know how a human body fits in that box.
It's hilarious.
They can't even lift their arms up. That sucker is so tight.
Good job, Milan. I like that. But what I was going to say is,
what's the mayo on the sandwich?
Can you ever go to Chick-fil-A and feel like you're talking to a real human who's not being programmed to be the most polite person in the world? Like, I feel like when I go there, I'm dealing with cult members. Like, and there's no offense to people who work. Well, it is. Sorry if you're offended and you work at Chick-fil-A, but you're just so polite that I feel like you're trying to convince me to open a franchise.
What you have to try to do is get it to where you can say my pleasure to them. You have to get them.
How do you do
have to
that?
get them to thank you.
Well, when they
That's
go,
the
my
game.
pleasure, then you say, no, my pleasure. And they'll say, no, my pleasure. And this will go on forever until one of you dies.
Until someone dies or the SUV behind you just runs you right through the drive-thru.
I think I have a fun game that we can play at Chick-fil-A.
You do?
Yes. And I'm going to tell you what that fun game is coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got some slow-moving traffic that's causing a 10-minute delay on westbound 670 between Leonard Avenue and 315. And you can expect a 5-minute slowdown if you're on eastbound 70 on the east side between James Road and 270. This report is sponsored by eBay Motors. eBay Motors is here for the ride with the parts you need at the prices you want. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they're guaranteed to fit your ride the first time, every time, or your money back. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Most businesses have one tagline.
How boring is that?
Which is why at Sunny Street Cafe, we've got 7.
Yes, please.
Like our number 6.
Sunny Street Cafe, the fancy pancake place.
Amazing fancy.
Now with 8 locations.
Is arthritic joint pain keeping you from doing the things that you love? Bone-on-bone pain in your knee? Arthritic pain like I was having in my knee? Maybe your hip, your back, your shoulder? Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. Listen, there are exciting new cellular therapies that you can get lasting relief from. QC Kinetics is helping patients like you every day here in Columbus, led by Dr. Ray Tesner. I'm talking about cutting-edge treatments that accelerate your own body's healing properties, revitalizing your joints so you can move again. Listen, my dad was having knee pain. I was having knee pain. So we went over to QC Kinetics, and they were able to help us out. And 2 years out, I'm still feeling good. My dad can still move around. So learn how QC Kinetics can treat pain and enhance your joints and restore your mobility and give you long-term lasting relief with no downtime. So check them out. Go to 380-208-4544 or head to one of their offices in Dublin, Gahanna, or now the new one that's most recently opened in Grove City.
Friday, July 26th is Recovery Ohio's Mental Health Day at the Ohio State Fair. Visit the Department of Mental Health and Addiction Services, the Department of Insurance, and other state agency booths. Come learn about mental health resources available to you and to your family. Join us on Friday, July 26th for Recovery Ohio's Mental Health Day at the Ohio State Fair. We'll see you there.
Tired of rising food prices? Start saving with deals for days at Giant Eagle and Market District. Enjoy low prices on more than 1,000 of your go-to grocery items store-wide. Dive into deals for a limited time at your local Giant Eagle and Market District.
If you miss a little, you'll miss a lot. Search for your favorite fan shows wherever you get your podcasts and subscribe. Every episode comes right to your phone absolutely free. Modern technology, it's a hell of a thing. Do it now. The Fan.
Listen to Financially Fit Radio with Corey Sickles this Saturday morning at 9 a.m. on 1460 ESPN, covering topics like what you need to know about annuities and how to stay healthy and enjoy retirement. Financially Fit Radio this Saturday at 9 a.m. on 1460 ESPN.
Come play Skyline's 75th Coney Hunt game. Use your phone to search for virtual conies, tap to collect coins, and redeem them for exclusive Skyline merchandise at participating Skyline restaurants for a limited time. Details at skylinechili.com/coneyhunt.
Hi, I'm Joanna Williams, General Manager at Tansky Sawmill Toyota, and our summer clearance event starts now with 0% financing on the 2024 Toyota Tundra. Visit TanskySawmillToyota.com for details. Hurry in. Offer ends July 31st. And when you think Toyota, think Tansky.
Think Toyota. Think Tansky. Think Tansky.
With approved credit, 0% up to 48 months, tax title, and $250 doc fee not included.
Hey there, Weekend Warriors. Austin Ward here. Sick of that slice? Tired of those 3 putts? What if I told you your handicap isn't about your swing, it's about your weight? Why not take strokes off your game by taking pounds off your frame with Awaken 180? We're talking 10 strokes off by August, getting your tour card by September, winning your first major, year 1. Think about it. Fame, fortune, and most important, winning $5 off your buddy, because you, sir, are closest to the pin. Taking strokes off your game is just 40 pounds away at Awaken180weightloss.com.
Awaken 180 does not guarantee an immediate 10 strokes off your score, receiving a tour card, or the ability to control the weather. Individual results may vary. Your newfound athleticism might cause jealousy amongst your foursome, leading to accusations of steroid use. Awaken 180 is not responsible for defending your honor in the clubhouse. Awaken 180 cannot guarantee that your newfound golf prowess will lead to a sponsorship deal, but we can't not guarantee it either. Awaken 180 is not responsible for any dramatic fist bumps or unsolicited golf tips you give to strangers. Awaken 180 does not offer refunds for any lost wagers made on your improved golf game. Bet wisely, my friend.
Strokes off your game by dropping pounds off your frame. Awaken180weightloss.com.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Ohio Heating and Bryant. Doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
Does excessive amounts of Prozac make your sack droop down to your knees? Asking for a friend. My friend's name is Mike. Back to Droopy Sack and T-Bone.
Droopy Sack and T-Bone brought to you by the Hinder Motor Company. All right, we were talking about drive-thru experiences. What was the question, Teddy? Why did you originally ask the question?
Tomorrow is National Drive-Thru Day.
Okay, all right.
We were talking about how Chick-fil-A is. Timmy likes the experience there. You and I are not as big a fan.
I don't want to talk to a human being. I don't want to make small talk. They ask me how my day is. I feel awkward with the window down as they're taking the payment. It's just very weird.
Yeah, I'm with you. I never like it when other restaurants like McDonald's will do that. Well, they'll sometimes have a person out there. No, you have the box. Let me talk to the box.
Right. Look, I'm here because I'm eating in shame.
Mm-hmm. That's
okay?
right.
We're all doing this together. We're eating greasy stuff that's going to kill us.
Well, how many places do you go where you haven't paid already, though? Like frequent stops? Because most, I would say, I'm using the app, I've already paid. So it's just say your name, or even if it's a human, it's very brief.
I'm not always using the app.
Not always using it?
No. Not for places I don't go to that frequently. And sometimes
it's the only way to bang.
What do I want for lunch today? And then I see, oh, Chick-fil-A. That sounds good. And then I just pull right in. I don't use the app.
I'm with you, though. The app does cut a lot of that out, Timmy, to your point. If you can use the app, you get away from a lot of this.
Now,
that's fair.
Here's the game that I think we have to play with the Chick-fil-A people, and you think they're like children of the corn, and they're too nice.
Well, he's not wrong.
They're too nice.
It's plugged into the Borg.
Stop telling me about how much pleasure I'm giving you. I don't like to know that.
Okay. So, you know how sometimes when you go to London, you go to the palace guards, right? And they just stand there, stoic-faced all the time. They don't move. They don't react. You can tell them jokes. You can dance in front of them. And people try and break these guards. And these guards go through years of training to get where they are.
They're unbreakable.
Yeah. Right? The Chick-fil-A people, they are trained to have a smile and my pleasure and what can I do for you all the time. I think a fun game would be, in the line, get them to break. Okay? The bad news is they're going to kick you out. Probably you're not going to get any chicken. But the good news is
and you'll be banned.
You get to see a Chick-fil-A person actually lose their mind.
Oh, could you imagine if you're sitting in the drive-thru line and someone else up the aisle from you on the drive-thru lane is getting chewed out by a Chick-fil-A employee? That would be viral instantly.
Hi, my name is Vanessa. How may I help you? Welcome to Chick-fil-A. Vanessa, that's a pretty big whitehead zit you got there on your chin. My God.
Wow. Go right some personal attacks.
Oh my! Well,
like
yes, you got to go, man.
You got to try to. You
can't ease in. You don't have time.
Yeah, it's not personal.
You got to go right in.
What's the matter? The Neutrogena T-gel not working?
Wow. Right.
Go all in, man.
You're trying to get them to break.
How's your day going so far? Well, I had sex with your mother this morning. That was fun.
Yeah, I wonder if they ever do it. Do they have a strategy for that? Or are they just like, oh, that's great? Yes.
Well, test them.
Well, that's what we got to find out.
See what it takes.
Right. So we've decided that the game to play is harassing Chick-fil-A employees.
Until they break. Until they show us that they're actual real human beings.
I don't know how long this would take. If you really wanted, you could just give them a giant F you right to their smiling face.
That's too easy. I don't think we use any curse words. No curse words, no slurs of any kind.
Well, thank goodness. Yeah, let's not do slurs.
But that would be too easy.
Do you wonder if you gave somebody the exact Steve Martin planes, trains, and automobiles, depending on how old the person was, would they get a kick out of that and like that or be horribly offended? Like you walk up there and you just give them, I want you to wipe that stupid bleeping smile off of your stupid rosy cheeks. I want you to give me a fried chicken sandwich, and I want it right bleeping now.
You got to leave the curses out, though.
Yeah, you can't curse.
We're not going to curse. It's too easy to curse.
Well, maybe it's just all about the delivery then.
You can still give the speech.
Tone. Yeah.
Do you do the thing from, was that Uncle Buck, where John Candy goes to meet with the
school
Uncle
principal?
Buck?
Yeah. Here's a quarter. Go down to the sewer and have a rat gnaw that thing off your face.
Yeah, I mean, you could go that route where you're at least using like movie lines. So it's not you saying, you're just like, oh, man, I was just quoting a movie. You know, if they really get, but again, we're trying to get them to break.
Planes, trains.
Yeah. I'm trying to think how other ways you could do it. What if you just came there and said, I got to tell you, I don't even think this would get them. If you just said, I got to tell you, this chicken, it's not that great. I I couldn't get in. There's no Popeyes around here, so I guess I'll slum it with you guys. They're not going to be mad
Or
about
you know
that,
what?
right?
Maybe we're going about it the wrong way because maybe it's too easy just to go up there and insult them.
Sure.
Okay? When they ask you inevitably how your day is, maybe you just tell them about the worst day in the history of the world. Well, I got up this morning and I realized I had wet the bed again. You know, and I thought I solved this problem when I got the plastic sheets, but really it just makes it even worse because you're rolling around in it. There's no absorption. And so it's almost like you got your mouth on your pee.
Well, you got to, yes, this is all good. And you have to start off with, you really want to know? Like you hit them with it. You really want to know? What are they going to say? No, I was just making small talk.
Yes, sir.
They're
of course.
Chick-fil-A. They're going to say yes, of course.
Yes, of course.
Tell me what's going on.
It'd be my pleasure for you to tell me.
And then you go, well, all right, you asked, and then you go into go do the aristocrats routine. Just do the most heinous thing you can think of.
An ancestry DNA and realized that I'm married to my sister.
Right.
I didn't realize it. I mean, I knew there was something about her.
Yeah, we're long lost.
Long lost.
We were separated at birth. Didn't know.
We always had this connection. We had wild sex. And now we just found out that we're related. So tell me, what do I do about
And
this?
she is a descendant of Stalin. Go figure. How'd that happen?
I think I know how this would go because at the end, even if you don't get him to break, at the end of it, I bet you 99% of the Chick-fil-A employees would either break or they would let you finish and then go, thank you for telling me that story. And you then get to say, it was my pleasure. Yeah. Yeah. And then they quit.
You say, thank you.
Yeah.
And then you get them to say it back in defeat at the end. They'll be like, my pleasure.
They just walk out. They're like, I just got my pleasure to death. I got my pleasure to death right there. They got me.
We're doing a special Tuesday edition with the Hall of Famer, Jayson Stark. Jason's Beef is coming up next. Colin Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
You're looking at a 15-minute slowdown if you're on southbound 315 between Ackerman Road and I-70. And if you're traveling eastbound 33 at 270 on the West Outer Belt. Watch out for an accident there that's blocking the right shoulder. This report is sponsored by ExpressPros.com. Are you ready for a new job? Express Employment Professionals helps tens of thousands of people find jobs every year and never charges a fee. Find your next job with Express Employment. Go to ExpressPros.com to find your location. That's ExpressPros.com. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Choice Cabinet. There's no middleman when you deal direct with Choice Cabinet. Save up to 75% off MSRP. ChoiceCabinet.com.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car can be picked up as soon as the next day. Receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher.
1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
This radio commercial was made to convince you to stop speeding. We can't use siren sound effects on the radio, so we'll use other equally jarring sound effects to get your attention. Like telling you that whether you drive a little over the speed limit or a lot, you can crash just the same. You could hurt yourself or worse, others.
I'm at the scene of the collision.
And the damage you cause will be beyond repair. See, we didn't have to use crash or siren sounds after all. Speeding catches up with you. Brought to you by NHTSA.
Underneath our red awning at Sheets, we make the magic happen. So when you visit our new location in Columbus, go ahead and get a little crazy. Like adding mott sticks as a burger topping, or putting espresso in your milkshake, or picking up $65 worth of fried food curbside at 2 a.m. 24/7, 365. Sheets, located at 4881 Roberts Road in Columbus, is ready to serve you what you're really craving. Why the Sheets not make a convenience store your new favorite hangout spot?
Okay, so that's the final price. Oh, an extra fee to drive here, is that it? A knock on the door fee, so is that the final price? A 15% Wednesday surcharge, what for? Oh, because it's Wednesday. Of course. Can I get back to you on this?
Apex Pros, the pros who knows.
This quote you gave me, are there any other charges I don't know about?
Other charges?
Like an it's too sunny fee or my dog wet the carpet tax?
No, Apex always gives you upfront pricing.
No surprise fees?
Never.
No charge if your stomach hurts or you lost your library card?
Upfront pricing every time at Apex Pros, whether it's plumbing, heating, and AC, or our new electrical services.
I'll call you right back. Hello, other company? Hi, me again.
It's Alex, the friendly Apex Bear. You'll never get a surprise charge with the Apex Pros upfront price guarantee. Schedule an appointment now at apexpros.com.
This is Paul Keels for Nature Stone Flooring, a unique blend of natural stone and their specially formulated epoxy expertly installed over existing concrete. Nature Stone is the only flooring solution for garages, basements, and indoor spaces. Family owned and operated since 1989, no other company or product can match the features, benefits, and unconditional warranty of an authentic Nature Stone floor. Visit naturestone.com today and schedule your cost estimate. Act now and save up to 50% off any Nature Stone floor. It's not just a floor, wow, it's Nature Stone.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good afternoon. I'm Paul Keels. Big Ten Football Media Day interview started today in Indianapolis. Ohio State with 4 players receiving preseason all-conference honors. They were safety Caleb Downs, receiver Emeka Ibuka, running back Travion Henderson, and defensive end Jalen Tuimoloau. Head coach Ryan Day speaking in Media Day, saying they're fully aware of the expectations on the Buckeyes.
Now, our guys, they know what the expectation is. You've heard some of them say, what their goals are. We're not going to shy away from that. We want to win the rivalry game, be right in this stadium right here, win this Big Ten championship, win a national championship.
Cleveland Browns receiver Amari Cooper reporting to training camp with the reports that he and the team have reached agreement on a restructured contract. Cleveland Guardians at home at Detroit tonight. Cincinnati Reds play the second of their series in Atlanta. The Clippers at home with Memphis. This update brought to you by Nature Stone. Schedule your free cost estimate today at naturestone.com. It's not just a floor. Wow, it's Nature Stone. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
He likes baseball. He likes solar eclipses. He likes Shohei Ohtani. But he loves roast beef sandwiches. It's time for Jason's Beef with everyone's favorite baseball writer, podcaster, author, and former mustache owner, Jayson Stark.
Sponsored by Logan AC and Heat Services. Don't go through another air conditioner breakdown. For fast, friendly service, call the experts at Logan Services now for a free estimate and next day air installation.
A special Tuesday visit with the Hall of Famer on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. He was hanging out with all his fancy friends yesterday. Didn't have time for us. Are you back from Cooperstown now, or are you still there?
Yeah, I'm finally back. But I was there yesterday, so thanks for accommodating me. Very kind of you.
Well, that's fine. I was watching you on MLB Network, and I wanted to ask this, because I've done TV before. I don't do a lot of TV. I stopped doing it. But I hate that look where you're sitting in director's chairs on the TV, because I never knew what to do with my hands, and I'd always worry because there's no desk there. Is like a genital bulge showing that shouldn't be showing? Is my pants sitting the right way? Like, you got to think about that when you're in that director's chair, don't you?
I never thought about any of that.
Well, now you're going to.
It's going to be in his head.
Now it's going to seep into your brain. The next time you're doing it, you're going to say, damn that common man.
Yeah, what are you doing? I got enough to worry about when I'm sitting in those chairs. But I was talking to Jim Leland and Todd Helton and my friend Brian Kenny. I wasn't really thinking about my hands, but now I will. Now I'll never be able to concentrate on what I'm actually trying to say.
Who is the one guy? I mean, you go to the Hall of Fame every single year. You're used to this, but who is the one guy that you see in the flesh that still gives you like there's that guy?
Yeah, well, it's not always the same guy every year. I mean, it used to be Henry Aaron, Willie Mays. I was in awe of those guys. And, I don't know that anybody really is that anymore. Sandy Koufax doesn't come anymore. Juan Marichal, I think, is like the one player left who's, a memory of him is like those black and white newsreel films. Not many guys left from that era, but you get into conversations with people that you would never have the opportunity to have those conversations in any other setting, and that's my favorite thing. I would say there were probably two guys this year where that happened. Dennis Eckersley was one. Ted Simmons was the other. Eck is a guy I once served on a veterans committee with. I love him. He just thinks differently, I think, about the sport than most people. He also hadn't been to an induction in a while, so we had some really cool talks. I don't know if I should get into all of it, but the situation in Oakland was really on his mind. I would say that he and the people he played with are getting angry about the end of baseball in Oakland. Mike, he said to me, I'll probably never see the A's play again after this year. He said, am I going to go to Sacramento when it's 103 degrees and watch the A's play? I don't think so. So I'm just sad to think about that, them cutting off that part of their history. And, speaking of Mays, Ted Simmons, he's another guy. He's just so smart. He sees the game through a different lens. So I was talking to him about the passing of Willie Mays and how you look at the group now, the men on the stage, because it's different now. And he said to me, when he first came up, Willie Mays was at the end of his career with the Mets. So he was catching one day, and he stepped in to hit, and Ted Simmons said to himself, oh, my God, that's Willie Mays. I'm 3 feet away from Willie Mays. And it's just cool to hear Hall of Famers talking about other Hall of Famers with that reference, isn't it?
I can only imagine what that would be like, Jayson, to be in that room when you're rubbing shoulders with those guys and talking about all these different things. And that you brought up Dennis Eckersley and the A's situation. I've always wondered this about these type of moments where baseball is gathered together for something like the Hall of Fame where you're honoring the game. How much of that stuff does get discussed? I'm not saying necessarily the A's situation, but just when the steroid stuff was going on, like, was that a big topic those weekends when you would go to Cooperstown, or did people say, leave that stuff at the door? We're here to do something else. We're here to, honor the game. How much of the issues of modern day baseball come up when you're in that setting, and how much do the greats weigh in on those discussions?
Well, T-Bone, that's a great question. Everything comes up would be, I guess, my answer. It is a celebration of baseball, and people are there to celebrate it, and that's really my favorite thing about it. But this probably isn't a news bulletin. Players who get out of the game have lots of thoughts about the way the game is played now. And so all the stuff that you just brought up, the PED guys, analytics, what's happening with the A's, why nobody can hit, like, it all comes up. And it's just, I don't know, it's really interesting to have those conversations. I ran into Gary Sheffield, who's not a Hall of Famer, but he was there for Jim Leland, which was cool. And it came up with him, and he was telling me how all these pitchers that people think are unhittable, here's what he would do. And he would make them all adjust to him. I wish him luck, you know what I mean? But all of that stuff is talked about.
A special Tuesday edition of Jason's Beef with our guy Jason Stark here on The Fan. Last year, you went to the Hall of Fame. You talked to Ken Griffey Jr., and he told you that he could be Shohei Ohtani if he was allowed to be.
It was Eddie Murray who said that, and Griffey was making fun of him.
Oh, okay. All right.
But for the record, that conversation did.
All right. I was going to ask, did it come up again?
No, that did not come up again. I'll tell you, the most fun thing, I kind of got dragged down the rabbit hole on. So they have that Hall of Fame parade down Main Street every Saturday afternoon into the early evening, and I love to go. And I get to, because of my quote-unquote status, I get to hang out at the end of the parade with, like, all kinds of people that you would never be watching a parade with, right? Like, we were with Chipper Jones's mom and dad, and at one point, his dad turned to his mom as these Hall of Famers were parading past, and he said, "How lucky are we?" I thought that was really cool. But I want to standing there with a bunch of Joe Mauer's old teammates with the Twins, who guys I got to know a little bit. And so Glenn Perkins says to me, you love oddities, you love these little tidbits. I said, do I? He said, yes, you do. So let me ask you this. Is Joe Nathan the youngest Hall of Fame position player ever? What a cool question, right? But now the problem with that question is we're trying to answer it on our, by looking at our cell phones while a parade's going by. Okay, so I've actually been dealing with this for 3 days, trying to figure this out. Sandy Koufax was the youngest ever elected, 36 years old, because he retired at 30. But position players, Tim Kirkshin said, well, what about Clemente? And that's a good call. He was 36. Mauer's just turned 41. Lou Gehrig, Clemente died at 36 and was voted in at 38. Lou Gehrig was 36, but both those guys died young. So I was still messing with this after I got home, trying to figure out who could have been younger than Joe Mauer, who's going to get to go back to these things for 40 years. You know the answer? The only guy I could find?
No.
He's a legend, and I never would have thought of this. Joe DiMaggio, 40 years old. How about that?
That's pretty impressive. The good research by you, Jason. I would expect nothing less.
See, this is what I would do. Somebody asked me a question like that. It's like, oh, yeah, that's interesting. And then I'd never go look it up. You in 2 seconds, you have the answer.
You guys talk to me every week. You know how my brain works.
Oh, yeah.
I asked Tim Kirkshin, and we kind of we spitballed out some names, but like when I saw those Twins guys later, they said, yeah, but that doesn't count because it's a little different. Joe Mauer played a whole career, 15 years. So, they made me keep going, basically. I was just texting Glenn Perkins about it a few minutes ago.
I was going to ask you, you talked with Jim Leland. I presume of the guys who have stories, that's a guy that you probably get more than you bargain for anytime you talk to him. Did you come away with any great conversations from this time that he brought up something you hadn't heard of, or just in your past talking with him, some story that he might have given you?
Well, he's an all-time storyteller. He was just on our Starkville podcast a couple weeks ago. He told this story about being at a hotel in Houston and hitting golf balls over the side of the balcony into the parking lot or a field or something. And he talked Andy Van Slyke into actually shagging the golf balls. That was a little different, but he told the best joke ever told, in a Hall of Fame speech. If you guys heard it, he said that a couple weeks after he got elected, he went for coffee with his wife, and he said to her, "Okay, so Katie, in your wildest dreams, could you ever imagine I would be in the Hall of Fame?" And she said to him, "Jim, I hate to tell you this, but you're not in my wildest dreams."
That's a good line. That's great.
Okay, so when he sat down with us yesterday, we brought that back up to him, and he said, at first, she was a little embarrassed that I actually told that story, but then afterward, everybody kept telling them how much they loved the joke, and she said, "Hey, that was a pretty good line, wasn't it?" So she came around fast after she realized she had the funniest line of the whole day.
All right, you, Jayson Stark, you're in the Hall of Fame. You vote for the Hall of Fame. You can right one wrong. You can put one person and one person only who is not in the Hall of Fame in the Hall of Fame. Who is it going to be?
Wow. There's different categories of this. I do feel a little funny that you have a Hall of Fame without the guy with the most hits who ever played baseball and the guy with the most home runs who ever played baseball, stuff like that. But just on a personal level, I would put Dick Allen in the Hall of Fame. He's missed by one vote twice on the veterans committees, and then he didn't live to see himself elected. I think he probably will get elected this coming winter when that committee meets. that's just sad to me. You know, these guys who don't live to see their own induction day. That's just from a personal level. This is not just a baseball conversation. Can I say Dick Allen?
You can say whatever you want. I asked you who you'd put in. He's one of my favorite Sports Illustrated covers of all time. Is him in the dugout with a cigarette dangling out of his mouth in a White Sox uniform.
I can picture it now. I really can.
Jason, I hope you enjoyed the weekend. We're out of time, but we'll talk to you next week.
Look forward to it, guys. Thanks.
Jason's beef with our guy Jason Stark on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Flavor Town is coming for you. Details next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
There's an accident that's blocking the left lane and causing a 10-minute slowdown on eastbound 270 on the North Outer Belt at 315. It is stop and go from Sawmill Road. We also have slow traffic on westbound 670 between Grandview Avenue and I-70. This report is sponsored by Staples Stores. With Staples Hot Deals, you'll find super low prices on hundreds of items for back to school. Right now, 24-pack Crayola crayons and comp books are just 45 cents each at Staples. Plus, save even more with the Easy Rewards program. Ends 9/14. Prices valid in select stores, limit 30. Save big on back to school at Staples. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Great coaching can make all the difference, especially when it comes to your money. At Right Pac Credit Union, our financial coaches are on your team. We'll help you create a winning game plan that's customized for your unique needs, so you can make the most of your hard-earned money and live the life you want to live. Best of all, Right Pac Credit Union serves all of Central Ohio, so getting in the game is easy. Let's win together. Stop by one of our Central Ohio member centers to get started today. Equal housing opportunity, insured by NCUA.
Skyline is turning up the heat this summer with Hot Met Cheese Conies, made with a premium Hot Met sausage from Queen City Sausage. But don't wait. Hot Met Conies are only at participating Skyline restaurants for a limited time. Come get yours today.
The Beat the Heat fan campaign is underway. Help Ohio's most vulnerable residents this summer. Purchase new box fans and take them to the nearest Franklin, Madison, or Marion County fire station. The Fan 10 TV Beat the Heat fan campaign is sponsored by Newman Roofing.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. We have all heard the horror stories of someone knocking on the door to offer a free roof inspection, only to go up and illegally create damage to the roof in hopes of trying to push through a new roof to the insurance company. Rather than having to deal with going through the process of filing claims for vandalism, call a company that you can trust. That company is Newman Roofing. They've been working in the community for 32 years. They did my roof. They came to the house. I could trust them with my kids, with my wife, with my family, and they have built a reputation of honesty and integrity. They'll be honest with you on whether or not you need a new roof, whether it's sustained damage in recent storms, and whether there's still life left in it. They'll educate you so you understand what is happening with your roof and answer any questions like they did for me and my family. So whether you need a roof repair or replacement, call the most trusted company in Ohio. Call Newman Roofing at 614-NEW-ROOF or newmanroofing.com.
Remember how that little girl in Poltergeist was in the TV?
They're here.
Yeah? Well, she's actually dead now. It's quite sad. Anyway, watch your favorite fan shows on your TV by subscribing to us on YouTube. Search 971 The Fan. Do it now.
Welcome to Nada Yada Island.
This season on Nada Yada Island. When we were new, they spoiled me. They even gave me a phone. But then, it's like I didn't exist. Don't take yada yada from your wireless carrier. Now with Metro, get that new customer feeling again and again. Introducing Metro Flex. Free 5G phones when you join, same deals as new customers when you stay. Only at Metro by T-Mobile. Just bring your number and ID and sign up for an eligible plan. After 12 months, trade in and get our best deals on select devices.
Cash, moolah, greenbacks, toast, Skrilla, chips, bread and mold, cheddar, butter, lewd and scratch. Find the lettuce, make a match. Lettuce, gravy, game on the back for $30. That's a wrap. There's many words for cash, no doubt, but there's only one $30 cash word. Check it out. Cash word from Ohio Lottery. It's $30 show. Cash word, it's fun to go with millions of prizes, don't you know? Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Have you experienced foot or ankle pain during or after sports, running, or exercising at the gym? Nagging aches in your foot or ankle that won't go away? Podiatric physicians can provide you with important foot care solutions, shoe inserts, or show you how to support your feet and ankles so you're able to compete or exercise comfortably. Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association podiatric physicians are located throughout the state and have been serving the profession and the public for over 100 years. For more information or to find a member of the Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association near you, visit ohiofoot.org.
Don't let a cold, sinus infection, or allergies ruin your day. Breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier with Navage. Visit Navage.com, Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, or a store near you.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
A few showers and storms, otherwise partly sunny, warm, and humid on this Tuesday. Temperatures around 80 degrees, down to the mid-60s, mostly cloudy and dry on Wednesday morning. Warmer and more humid in the afternoon. Pop-up showers and a few thunderstorms through Wednesday evening. Highs in the mid to upper 80s. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Did you feel that? It's your radio getting fatter. Getting fatter.
Chubby time.
This is Common Man and T-Bone.
Bone?
Yeah.
I want to talk to you about my friends at Tri-State Men's Health. Did you know that when you get to your early to mid-30s, guys start losing 2 to 3% of their testosterone production every year? Just happens. Science. Maybe you have symptoms like decrease in libido, putting on weight, less productive at the gym, poor sleep, sad or depressed. Those are all signs of low T. Go see my friends at Tri-State Men's Health. They're going to do your lab work, have your results ready within 30 minutes. No going home and waiting and that crap. A licensed medical provider will review the results with you and discuss your options, and then you make the decision together with their medical team. Cost of the appointment's $99, which includes medical consult, T, and PSA test. If you sign up for testosterone treatment the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call them, 800-900-9654, or visit tristatemenshealth.com. Flavortown. Guy Fieri, your favorite guy, host of Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, has a new partnership with Homage.
Oh, nice.
Yes. He is making Major League Baseball, designing Major League Baseball Flavortown shirts. They're available now.
I think he did this with the NFL teams last year. I think they've done some of these as well. I went on Homage's website and found some of these. You can look them up for yourself. Do you want me to do them in the Guy Fieri voice?
I would expect it no other way.
All right. So here is a Brewers MLB Flavortown shirt with the phrase on the shirt is "Curds on my mind." Yeah. Curds. They put curds on a hot dog apparently there.
All right.
We have from the Detroit selection, it is "Put some Motor City mustard on it." Yeah. Flavortown. Tigers. I'm just reading the shirt.
I got it.
Then I have a couple questions about this next one. This is a shirt I would wear. It's very purple. It has a giant bull on it.
Uh-huh.
And they clearly have to know what they're talking about here, right? But it says, "Out of the park, Rocky Mountain oysters." Yeah.
Yeah, they
Rocky Mountain oysters are bull testicles.
That's exactly
we
right.
We know that, right? They're frying bull testicles. Okay, I know he knows.
What's the problem? That's a delicacy.
I'm saying Homage, are they, here's the description Homage has. And I know this is a local company. I love Homage. They're great. It says, "Out of the park, take a rock and road trip to MLB times Flavortown, our exclusive collab with the one and only Guy Fieri. Rep your Colorado Rockies and those famous Rocky Mountain oysters with this super soft tea." I mean, they know what they're talking. There was no joke
they know
made.
what they're talking about.
Okay, just making sure.
It's a regular food. People eat it there.
They serve that at the Rockies. I didn't know that.
I bet you there's a stand at the game that serves deep fried balls. I bet you.
Oh yeah. Well, then, I mean, they got to do more with that, right? Put your balls in my mouth. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Why not? Teddy, they're deep fried. They're Rocky Mountain oysters. That's allowed.
Yes.
Put it in your mouth. You're
Put it
eating
in your mouth.
Flavor Town.
I agree. Ask for yours extra veiny.
Blue Jacket Select Rocky Mountain Oysters. Was that his name? Veini Vevalainen?
No, that was the goaltender, Veini Vevalainen.
Oh.
You're thinking of...
what's that guy's name?
What's his name? It's
Flin
Teddy.
Flon?
It's on the tip of my tongue. Billy Sarin.
Oh, Billy Sarin.
Billy Sarin.
My bad.
Blue Jacket Select. I've been fired by Don Waddell.
Actually, I don't think he has. I think he's still
Let's
there.
hope we've got him. Keep him around.
Director of Amateur Scouting, Billy Sarin.
Right. Well, you could argue that's been very good.
You never see Billy Sarin types working at Chick-fil-A.
Welcome to Chick-fil-A. What do you want? My pleasure.
I would pay good money to hear Billy Sarin just say very sincerely, my pleasure. Actually,
I don't think he would, man.
I think he would say, thank you for pleasuring me today. Like he would just say it in a different way. That would be great, and I would love it.
No, Billy, it's my pleasure.
That's what I said.
No,
like
it's not. Like a good neighbor. Clyde Drexler is auctioning off his 92 Dream Team gold medal. That's kind of awesome. Maybe not for him because he's got bills to pay.
Well, I
Does
wonder.
he need cash?
I was wondering that too. I mean, it's how much do you think this is going for?
Well, let me tell you something. The bidding starts at $250,000. A game-worn Jordan jersey from the Dream Team recently sold for $3 million. So this is a gold medal. This is not a duplicate gold medal. This is the gold medal. 92 Dream Team.
Call me crazy, but I feel like a gold medal from any Olympics should be hundreds of thousands of dollars to start. Then when you say it's a gold medal from, the further back you go, the more that should be worth something. Then you go, it's not from any Olympic team. It's from the U.S. and it's from the Dream Team. And it's a real medal from one of the greatest players in NBA history in Clyde Drexler. I mean, he's on all those lists. Top 50, top 75. He's there. And this is a guy who's an integral part of the Dream Team, and they won that thing. You get a gold medal. The only other guys who have those medals are guys named Magic, Bird, Jordan, Leitner, technically. But you know what I mean? Like, that's pretty ridiculous. I think that has to go for at least $2 or $3 million, right? If Jordan's shirt went for $3 million, I would think an official medal.
It's got Michael juice on it.
Well, the medal doesn't?
I don't know. Does the medal have juice? Clyde Drexler juice?
They put it on your neck while you're sweaty. You just finished winning the game, and then they put it on your neck. And you wear it around.
Yeah, but as good as Drexler was, I mean, he doesn't move the meter like Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
I agree with you. However, it is a gold medal. It's not his shirt.
Right.
Like an Olympic gold medal should have some appeal to people who aren't even basketball fans, who don't even care.
But like the gold medal for walking, the competitive walking, they get gold medals, right?
Yeah, I know. But I know it's not getting millions of dollars for that. I
saw
agree.
a guy walking at the mall recently.
Oh, power walking?
Just like, he's training for the Olympics.
Great.
He even went in the bathroom, took a really quick crap, came out, started power walking again, just like the guy who won the gold medal in Tokyo.
Yes, I cannot wait to watch this again. Speed walking or race walking or whatever we're calling
it. And if
that.
you think we're making a joke, no. This guy who won the gold medal went into the porta potty, took the world's quickest crap.
Quickest crap ever.
There is no way he wiped himself. There's no way, because he was out of there in less than a minute. Like he sat down, pulled his pants up, and started walking again.
That's right. Yes. All I know is we were more intrigued by that than we were the actual sport.
Absolutely.
They said on that broadcast last time we watched it, in the previous Olympics, he lost because of the bowel movement taking too long. So he had to practice. 100%.
You got to work on your stamina there, boss? No, I got to work on the speed of my crapping.
I got to work on a quick crap, yeah.
Game show coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
There's some slow-moving traffic that's causing a 10-minute delay on eastbound 33 between 270 Southeast and Ebright Road. And expect a 20-minute slowdown due to an accident that's on southbound 270 on the South Outer Belt before Alum Creek Drive. This report is sponsored by Direct Auto. Direct Auto Insurance is for uncompromisers. With a super low down payment to get started, you can stop compromising and keep driving. Get a free quote today at directauto.com. Down payments vary. National General Group, Winston-Salem. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Everyone has that one goal, that thing they want to prove, not to other people, but to themselves. Then, right when you think you could actually do it, cancer. And that goal is still within reach. I would know. I'm about to run my first ever marathon with my two best friends. 3 years after having cancer.
At least we look good in these shorts.
Woo! Let's get it, guys. You, keep making plans.
Visit ohiohealth.com/keep making plans to learn more.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone for my crew at Valley Ford of Columbus. If you're looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle without breaking the bank, well, you need to get to Valley Ford for a great selection of certified pre-owned Ford Blue Advantage cars, trucks, and SUVs. Each one of these vehicles features a minimum 139-point inspection, and they're also backed by a 14-day or 1,000-mile money-back guarantee. Get the better deal and a better pre-owned Ford without any worries. Keep on trucking at Valley Ford of Columbus.
Vehicle must be returned within 14 days, 1,000 miles, whichever comes first from the original sales date and mileage is stated on bill of sale, and return in same condition as sold. Other restrictions may apply. See dealer for details.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car can be picked up as soon as the next day. Receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Common Man and T-Bone here. Visit Hollywood Casino Columbus this summer for exciting live sports action. We got the biggest screens around, and ESPN Bet is live in Ohio.
Plus, Penn Play Rewards members can win up to $500 Penn Cash every week. Visit PennPlaySports.com/cover5 today and register for your chance to play and win.
Not a member? Get the Penn Play app today.
Hollywood Casino Columbus is your live sports headquarters.
Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hello, loyal listener. Make sure to spend your summer with a fan. Are you going on a road trip? Don't suffer through the bad playlists and hillbilly radio stations. Download the Fan app and take us with you. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
The summer sell-down is on at Performance Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. Save thousands with bonus cash on select inventory. Plus, get another $2,500 off any new Chrysler Jeep Dodge or Ram with your trade. One Performance, 2 locations, Georgesville and Delaware.
Trade value based on KBB, be operable, 2010 model or newer, and price of $5K.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch? Every day, from lunch to late night. Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Get wings the way you want them. Try Twin Peaks wings bone-in breaded, naked, smoked and grilled, or boneless in your favorite sauce or rub.
Is foot pain keeping you from living life to its fullest? Life is too short to be dealing with foot, knee, or back pain. Come into the Good Feet store and learn how the Good Feet heart support system can help you get pain-free. Call 880-9255 or go to goodfeet.com to make an appointment.
When it comes to protecting your business, whether it's your staff, property, or assets, don't make a crucial mistake by contracting companies that provide subpar and unprofessional service. What you need is a security partner known for their unwavering professionalism and unnatural liability. You need Event Risk. Event Risk is a U.S.-based, veteran-owned company that not only specializes in on-site guarding, but also offers armed security associates and executive protection agents. Event Risk, elite protection for your peace of mind.
Hello, my name is Eric Rose, CEO and founder of Event Risk Security Services. We are a U.S.-based, veteran-owned company providing protection services and consulting to Fortune 500 corporations, movie studios, celebrities, and high-net-worth individuals. If you're tired of fluff margins with low compensation for poor-quality security officers and the endless revolving door of vendor staffing, then give us a try. For virtually the same cost, we can then address what keeps you up at night.
Visit EventRiskInc.com.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Come for the obesity, stay for the anger. This is Common Man and T-Bone.
Bone and I do all our banging at Hollywood Casino Columbus, specifically their 12,000 square foot sports book. There's a lot of action that's going to start this week with something called the Olympic Games. Wouldn't it be nice to watch those Olympic Games live on two huge walls of television with the ability to put action right there at a window while enjoying some food and drink? Of course.
Sounds amazing.
The only place to do it is Hollywood Casino Columbus and their wonderful sports book. And soon, I can't tell you the exact day, soon Bone and I will be out there broadcasting live.
Yes.
Again.
Can't wait to see you guys.
Stay tuned for that. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. While I'm promoting things, tomorrow, you may just know it as Wild Card Wednesday. But it's not just Wild Card Wednesday. Tomorrow is Super Wild Card Wednesday. We're going off base, and we are taking your calls all day. We're going to make Teddy answer the phone. We will talk to you about any topic. No topic is off limits, except some, and we'll choose not to answer. You can ask it.
Yeah, we'll just say no comment or hard pass or whatever.
Go to hell.
Sure,
whatever.
Something like that.
But tomorrow, Super Wild Card Wednesday. Right now, game show.
All right, today we are doing Blockbuster Summer Movie Trivia. I wish it was trivia about the Blockbuster movie chain, the defunct video rental store, but it is not. It is Summer Blockbuster Trivia, so here we go. The Summer Blockbuster originated back in 1975 when this June release broke box office records. Which movie was it? Jaws or The Towering Inferno?
Jaws.
Yes. Of course, Jaws made over $100 million, while Towering Inferno made some other amount of money. Anyway, based off a novel by Peter Benchley. Benchley is credited as writing the movie, although an additional writing credit went to Carl Gottlieb, an actor who played the newspaper editor Harry Meadows. In real life, Gottlieb was also a screenwriter. He drastically reduced his own role in the movie, helping to rewrite this thing while he was on set. And they say a lot of the humor that came in the movie, where there were little jokes and stuff that kind of lightened the mood, that was all him. Because otherwise, they said the script would have been too serious, wouldn't have been as good of a movie. So he was on set as an actor and said, let's punch this up a little bit, and actually made some great choices there.
Next year, my parents will celebrate their 50th wedding anniversary, which means they got married in 1975. They got married and went on their honeymoon right as this movie had come out.
Oh,
and
really?
they went to the beach, and they said no one got in the water the entire time.
Wow.
They were so terrified, no one got in the water.
You know, I would guess that would be something they all up and down every beach that there was where this movie came out. Probably had to be that way, right? I would probably have been hesitant to get in myself. You still are.
I will not get in the water for a variety of reasons.
Yeah.
Sharks, poo, jellyfish.
That's right.
Forget about it.
Jurassic Park was a global phenomenon in 1993, and it's still popular today. How much money did it make when it was first released worldwide? Over, under $500 million from its original theatrical release.
We're not talking about inflation, adjusted for inflation,
we're saying
just at the time.
What it made, yep.
Under.
No.
Over?
Over. $914 million worldwide for its initial theatrical release.
Even in 93, huh?
That's what this says.
All right, let them live.
Their first week, Jurassic Park grossed $81.7 million. It went up to $100 million in a record 9 days. No movie had ever done that. And remained at number one for 3 weeks. It eventually grossed $357 million in the U.S. and Canada, ranking second all-time behind E.T. in box office numbers. At that point, or whatever time they were measuring there. The estimates that the film sold over 86.2 million tickets in the U.S. in its initial theatrical run. When you factor in the world sales, the international sales, the number was much higher, obviously, for all the money they made.
I recently went back and watched it. When was the last time you watched the original one?
It's probably been 4 or 5 years.
All right, I went back and watched it recently, and there's some stuff from that time that I remember really liking as a kid, and you watch it, doesn't hold up as well. That movie holds up.
Yeah.
Even today, that movie holds up well.
Yeah. It's terrifying when the kids are stuck in the SUV all alone, and the T-Rex is right there, and they're trying not to move. Oh, it's one of the most tense scenes I've ever seen. Next up, the biggest movie of the summer of 96 was Independence Day. Who directed it? Roland Emmerich or Michael Bay?
Roland Emmerich.
That is correct.
He is the king of the disaster movies.
Yeah. Grew up in Germany. He originally wanted to be a production designer, but decided to be a director after watching the original Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, the first Star Wars. He went on to direct or produce blockbuster films like The Day After Tomorrow, Godzilla, and The Patriot. I know that's another
Mel
one you
Gibson.
Like. Yep. Sylvester Stallone, he said, got him into his big break. He had seen some independent movie that this guy had made and started telling producers around Hollywood, you should put this guy on one of your projects. You should get him directing. He is known for using a shot of the villain's eyes widening as he zooms in close to their facho. That's what he's known for. I just do it for you, buddy.
Facho.
Which of the following comedy films was the biggest summer blockbuster of 1988? Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Coming to America, or Twins?
I'm going to say, just because it had more like kid appeal, mass appeal, Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
That is correct. It was released in June of 88 and made $330 million. Coming to America also came out in June of 88 and it made $280 million. Twins made $216 million. They do credit this, though, with the renewed interest in the golden age of American animation, as they called it. This basically gave Disney its big push that it needed, because this was a Touchstone Pictures production, but Disney owned Touchstone Pictures. So when they saw how well this movie did, they said, you know what? Let's start making more animated films and really,
because it had really gone on the decline. Disney had not had a box office smash animated film in a long time.
And then, of course, like Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast, Little Mermaid, all those came after this, and they believe this is partially why.
What was the first one to come? Was it Little Mermaid? Was that the first?
I don't know which one was the first one to start it. Teddy says it was. Let's say it was.
I didn't know you were such a fan, Teddy.
It won 3 Academy Awards. The Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Yeah, for technical stuff. With
one Academy Award just went to Jessica Rabbit's breastises.
Was a fan of those too. So next up, which groundbreaking animated film was the biggest summer blockbuster of 2001 and also went on to win an Oscar? Shrek or Finding Nemo?
Shrek.
Yes. Shrek won that Oscar, but it wasn't the highest grossing animated film of the year. Monsters, Inc. was. It made $50 million more, but it came out in November, so it wasn't a summer blockbuster. This one did. Also, Finding Nemo came out in 2003, so it wasn't 2001.
Shrek is 23 years old.
Yeah.
Try that on for size. And I saw they're making a Shrek 5, in case you were wondering.
Oh, they are?
Yes.
Yeah.
Everybody's back for Shrek 5.
Well, you know what, though? I will say that movie, they initially were going to do a live action, like Roger Rabbit type of thing.
Right.
They got some test footage back from it after 18 months of trying to make it work technically. They finally got to shoot it, and they said, this is hot garbage. Let's not do that. So they ended up with the fully animated feature you saw, and it actually worked out well.
Our bosses say that to us every single day, but we still come in.
That's right. Next up, 5 out of 6 Mission Impossible films were huge summer blockbusters. Which film in the franchise made the most money at the box office? And I'm just going to ask you to say which Mission Impossible you think it was. Just say 1 through 6.
I'll
you can
say
pick
2.
No, it was Mission Impossible Fallout, which I believe is like the 4th or 5th one. It came out in 2018. It grossed $228 million domestically, which is very good. But it made an additional $500 million in international release.
The world loves Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
Explosions play in any language, Bone.
That's right. Ghost Protocol made a lot of money, too. That was one of the other ones that was up there. But it's the only Mission Impossible that came out in December, so it doesn't count for the summer blockbuster. And finally, Top Gun was the biggest summer blockbuster of 1986. Who directed it? Tony Scott or Jerry Bruckheimer? Kind of a trick question.
Tony Scott?
Yes.
Because Jerry Bruckheimer produced it?
There you go. Exactly right.
Double ding!
Yeah, you got double ding. Now, I find this to be interesting. That movie was inspired by an article called Top Guns, written by Ehud Yoneh, and produced and published in the California Magazine 3 years earlier. I want to say Bruckheimer was the one who saw that, read that article, and said, hey, what about a movie about that? Yeah. And then that's what started it.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Bone. I enjoyed that. Very nice.
Oh, last thing. Top Gun, budget, take a guess.
The original?
Yeah. It'll blow your mind.
Less than $20 million.
$15 million.
Yeah. They didn't do movies the way they do now.
They didn't have CGI
I know,
do it. They
I
had
understand.
actual fighter planes going and doing all this crazy stuff. $15 million.
I'm aware.
That wouldn't get you a Tom Cruise right now.
Dude, I was reading, they got the morning show on Apple TV Plus.
Mm-hmm.
That's Jennifer Aniston and Reese Witherspoon. They're on season 4. Just the cast. Okay? We're not talking about building sets. We're not talking about anybody to dress the cast. Nothing. Just the cast of this show for the upcoming season is going to cost them $50 million.
Good Lord.
In just cast salary.
Yeah. That's crazy. I mean, how do you even make that work?
I don't know. You don't. You lose money.
Which they are. Yeah, they are.
Back page coming up. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
You're going to hit a 15-minute slowdown due to an accident that's blocking the left lane on eastbound 270 on the North Outer Belt at 315. And we also have slow traffic on westbound 270 on the North Outer Belt between Westerville and Cleveland Avenue. This report is sponsored by WhatsApp. LOL and ROFL without the green bubbles. There's a way to share no matter what phone you use. WhatsApp, the place to safely send messages between different devices. Message privately with everyone. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Welcome to Nada Yada Island.
This season on Nada Yada Island. When we were new, they spoiled me. They even gave me a phone. But then, it's like I didn't exist.
Don't take yada yada from your wireless carrier. Now with Metro, get that new customer feeling again and again. Introducing Metro Flex. Free 5G phones when you join, same deals as new customers when you stay. Only at Metro by T-Mobile. Just bring your number and ID and sign up for an eligible plan. After 12 months, trade in and get our best deals on select devices.
Hi, I'm Joanna Williams, General Manager at Tansky Sawmill Toyota, and our summer clearance event starts now with 0% financing on the 2024 Toyota Tundra. Visit TanskySawmillToyota.com for details. Hurry in. Offer ends July 31st. And when you think Toyota, think Tansky.
Think Toyota. Think Tansky. Think Tansky.
With approved credit, 0% up to 48 months, tax, title, and $250 doc fee not included.
It's a summer savings extravaganza at Kemba Financial Credit Union. You pick how you want your money to grow. Choose a limited time 13-month certificate at up to 5.25% annual percentage yield to lock in your savings with a $500 minimum deposit. Or enjoy access to your funds anytime with a money market at 4.75% APY intro rate until October 31st with a $5,000 minimum balance and a $1 million maximum. Visit Kemba.org for details. Restrictions apply. Advantage status required. Federally insured by NCUA.
Hi, it's me, Little Bob from Bob's Discount Furniture. I know, you don't know me yet, but I'm here to let you know that I'm opening up 2 brand new showrooms in the Columbus area, located in Reynoldsburg and Polaris, bringing even more of my everyday low prices to the people of Ohio. And if you can't wait, MyBobs.com is the quickest and easiest way to get unbeatable furniture prices delivered straight to your home today. That's my 2 brand new Bob's Discount Furniture stores coming to Reynoldsburg and Polaris this summer.
Get Bob's Discount! Wouldn't it be fun if we went back and aired old Buckeye games where they kicked the crap out of people? It's happening, baby. Join Timmy Hall for Buckeye Replay, Saturday at 1.
This week, Ohio State and Washington from 2007.
The Fan.
Common Man here for Universal Windows Direct. Universal Windows Direct is the best. Why? Number one, they have the best technology. They have window systems that last up to 5 times longer than the other jabronis. Plus, they back it up with a true lifetime warranty for as long as you own your home and a 20-year warranty to the next homeowner. And how about the deals? 0% financing for 60 months. That's 5 years. Restrictions apply because they always do. Call them today, 614-502-5220. Schedule your free in-home estimate. For the last windows you'll ever need, go to UWD.com.
At Sunny Street Cafe, we scoff at the notion that restaurants should only have one tagline.
'Cause we
have 7.
And here's our number 7.
Sunny Street Cafe. Food that makes your day better. In a place that makes you feel comfortable.
With 8 locations.
Lanny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use? Now what?
I had a friend that went to my computer career and they talked to me about it.
He was done in just months.
I did do it online.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months with 0 experience at My Computer Career.
It worked for me and I know it can work for you.
It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu.
More and more people are falling into problem gambling. Mary Haven's experts offer comprehensive care. You and your loved ones can count on mental, emotional, and financial guidance.
Confidential and judgment-free. Go to maryhaven.com today.
Common Man here for Jermaine Lexus of Dublin and Easton. I was in my Lexus the other day. It was hot as hell, but I was so thankful for my ventilated seats. I'm not saying that's why you should buy one. It's just very nice. Right now at Jermaine Lexus, it's the Golden Opportunity Sales Event with lease payments as low as $499 a month and 3.99% financing on select models. Get this, the RZ is 0%. I have been a Jermaine customer for years, even before I started doing the commercials. If you're in the market, please stop in. Jermaine Lexus, Dublin and Easton, JermaineLexus.com.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Buckeye Show coming up at the top of the hour. Look who it is. The fine host of the Buckeye Show, your friend and mine. He's recovered from his chili dog illness.
Oh,
Timmy
boy.
Hall.
My rancid meat lovers.
I was up there today.
What a bit that was, huh?
It wasn't a bit.
Took me out of 2 gigs. I had to miss the damn Cardale Jones softball game.
And I know that kills you.
Oh.
It killed you because you did a lot of preparation. You were practicing your home run calls, everything. It killed you.
Had all these ideas.
And it killed the listeners because Tito had to do it.
Mm-hmm. Tito was there for 4 hours or so.
Oh, my God. That's like waterboarding. Anyway, I went up there today to the cafe. And I saw that the chili dog has been restocked.
It's not a joke.
Except it's not a double pack. It's just a single chili dog.
I know. I took a photo. I took a photo of it and shared it with everybody. And it's almost like a nightmare.
I'm not going to make you eat that again.
There's some like horror, sitcoms or whatever where you throw like the item away and it keeps returning. Like you like throwing it out the window. It's like Click with the remote. He's trying to get rid of that remote. And Christopher Walken keeps sending it right back.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you forgot your remote.
Good.
Oh, you chili dog.
I also want to point out the poor people who made Click are now going to have to click. They're going to have to deal with the fact that the whole premise of that movie involves Adam Sandler going into the Beyond part of Bed Bath & Beyond. And that's a joke that no longer will make any sense to people.
It's closed.
That doesn't exist anymore, right? Gone.
Yeah.
Burned.
I'm not going to make you eat that again. However, there's other disgusting things up there that when you are fully recovered, I will make you eat. And we will make it a regular segment on the show.
You know
what there was a barbecue brisket sandwich wrapped up in there
I
today.
didn't see that one up there.
Yes.
I was caught only by the chili dogs.
Barbecue brisket sandwich.
Barbecue brisket?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything on it?
Sauce.
Well, it's gonna
sauce.
You know what it's gonna be, Timmy. It's gonna be how like barbecue brisket is at places and barbecue sandwiches that are not done properly, where it's like, here's all the meat, here's all the sauce. We put it in a crock pot to let it all get stewed together
7 weeks ago.
That's gonna be put onto a sandwich and soak in there, and that's what we're gonna reheat.
You ever just stare? Have you ever had one of those like Jack Daniel's pulled pork things?
You buy at the grocery store.
Trying to do a quick dinner one night. You ever just stare at that before you prep it, before you heat it up?
No.
It's not very enticing.
Well, you also have to know,
half frozen under that cellophane. You try to peel the plastic off and you don't get it all, and you start heating some of that plastic into the food. Stir it around a little bit. It's hot, cold, hot, cold.
That's a you problem.
I'll be doing it right. Also, I like the brand that you picked out was Jack Daniel's.
I think I had a lot of help from him.
You ever melt plastic into your food? Man, that sucks.
It does.
I wonder why you got stomach flu.
Yeah.
Melting plastic in your food.
Maybe there was some plastic in those chili dogs.
Timmy, I just want to tell you, in solidarity with you, if he makes you eat that pulled pork or pulled brisket sandwich, whatever it is, I will take a bite with you.
Oh, now this is getting even more interesting.
I'll eat a bite with you.
If you're one of us, you'll take a bite.
Has he eaten any of this so far?
No. Well, we only did this the one time, and there were 2 dogs.
There was 2 dogs. There's 2 people here.
I don't know. I've watched Lady and the Tramp. There's ways to make all that happen. You just each take a bite from the other side.
That sounds nice.
Meet in the middle. Why not?
Lips touch.
Well, I'm not saying that has to happen. I'm just saying it depends on how much of that dog you get down your throat.
I will say, Jen,
where else is it going to go?
Did the YouTube shorts for the escapades that we had for the bit on Friday, which wasn't a bit because, people almost died. But Tyvus took the tiniest bite.
Oh, yeah, you shoved half the dog in your mouth.
I know I didn't swallow it, but
you really...
I took in the flavor and the scent.
you did it all. He put half the dog in his mouth.
Hang on.
It's like a gym sock in my mouth.
Tyvus actually ingested it, and presumably it has made its way all through his system.
And said he had a great crap the next day.
He did. He spoke of a great
Timmy
crap.
Timmy, you didn't even get it all the way down. You spit it all out.
Yeah, I almost vomited right then and there.
So
I had to run out of the studio.
I'm wondering what's going on there. But we said earlier, Tyvus is an elite athlete, so maybe his insides, his stomach is also elite.
That's right.
And yours is not.
Timmy, what's coming up on the show tonight?
Coming up tonight, we have a lovely way for you guys to wrap your day. Tyvus is here, so I get to chat with my fellow dog eater. The Bode Man is back, so the whole crew is here for the first time in a while after a crazy last week. Somebody slamming Ryan Day out there. Also, Ryan Day giving a lot of thoughts on his team at Big Ten Media Days. Some good comments from one of the three players there as well. And Tyvus picked up a new Twitter follower. Maybe the most famous follower to hit up Tyvus. He was very excited about it.
All right. 2 big hours of the Buckeye Show starting in about 6 minutes. Right here on the Fan. Back page.
The Back Page. The Back Page. With Common Man and T-Bone.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
Bone.
Well, man, scary scenes for people who are at Yellowstone National Park this morning. According to the National Park Service, an eruption occurred at approximately 10:19 a.m. local time involving the Sapphire Pool just north of Old Faithful. This was in a region of the park known as the Biscuit Basin area, which Biscuit Basin sounds like a restaurant chain that they would have at a national park. The Biscuit Basin.
Was Pierce Brosnan just roaming around in there?
Took it right out of my mouth.
Oh, yeah. It was he the one that got
He was arrested.
He was just walking through with this stuff.
He's
right?
like, I don't have to stay on the boardwalk. I'm James Bond.
Yeah.
They
that's
said you
right.
can't just go up to the pool of boiling water.
Coming in August, Geyser Runner.
There you go.
Starring Pierce Brosnan.
Officials closed the entire area, even though no one was hurt. They did cover, all the boardwalks were covered with this stuff. So it was a geyser. It shot up through the, the cracks in the
gaps.
The little cracks and gaps. Yeah. Apparently,
premature.
They said this is normal that there would be smaller geysers in this area, but this is one of the largest they've seen. And it looks like a little stick of dynamite went off because it just shoots straight up in the air. And it goes so high, you can see the video. People are running, and this stuff is still going up, and then eventually it all comes crashing down. But people got out of the way, so they hopefully didn't get hurt there. So
I was a geyser this weekend.
Oh, okay. Because of the That's something. That's something.
Buckeye Show's next. Super Wild Card Wednesdays tomorrow. Don't miss it. Tell your friends. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
You're going to hit a 5-minute slowdown if you're on westbound 270 on the North Outer Belt from 71 to 315. And watch out for an accident that's blocking the right lane on southbound 71 on the north side at 5th Avenue. It's causing a 5-minute slowdown, and it's stop and go from North Broadway. This report is sponsored by Put-in-Bay Chamber of Commerce. Give them joy on Put-in-Bay. Laughter jumping into the pool, delight from a hole-in-one, and amusement riding a train, golf cart, and carousel. Plan your weekday island getaway today at visitputinbay.com. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
This is a Fan Action Update.
Here's your Big Ten action update. The Rutgers Scarlet Knights have the 11th best odds to win the Big Ten this year at 150 to 1. The Rutgers season win total is at 6.5 games. They finished 7-6 last season, winning the Pinstripe Bowl against Miami. Rutgers' non-conference schedule this year includes games against Howard, Akron, and Virginia Tech. For your action update, I'm Scotty Vegas.
Why sell your car at WeBuyAnyCar.com? Because selling it yourself can be, well, you know.
Okay, I'll give you half now.
And?
No, and just half.
What? Avoid the hassle. Come to We Buy Any Car instead. Get in, get out, and get paid at a fair price.
Yeah, I can't do half. I could probably bump it up to like 50%.
Just go.
Okay.
Get your free online valuation now at
Hey, it's Anthony for the Good Feet store. 3 words for me:
pain-free summer. Spent probably 30 hours walking around the Memorial Tournament and felt awesome with my personal arch supports from the Good Feet store in my everyday kicks. Sure, every now and then we all get random foot pain from pickleball or golf or just being a human being. Having my personally fit arch supports in my shoes has made a massive difference. And even right after I put them in, didn't take long to feel much more supported and aligned, and it's so easy to just move them into any pair. Before I had them, I dreaded being on my feet for any length of time. Well, you have nothing to lose but the pain, as they say. It's a free fitting and test walk. Try them for yourself. See the difference it can make. It did for me. And best of all, you can wear them home. 2 locations on Polaris Parkway and Stringtown Road, or schedule an appointment at goodfeet.com. The Good Feet Store, America's arch supports experts.
Underneath our red awning at Sheets, we make the magic happen. So when you visit our new location in Columbus, go ahead and get a little crazy, like adding mott sticks as a burger topping, or putting espresso in your milkshake, or picking up $65 worth of fried food curbside at 2 a.m. 24/7, 365. Sheets, located at 4881 Roberts Road in Columbus, is ready to serve you what you're really craving. Why the Sheets not make a convenience store your new favorite hangout spot?
Hey there, Weekend Warriors. Austin Ward here. Sick of that slice? Tired of those 3 putts? What if I told you your handicap isn't about your swing, it's about your weight? Why not take strokes off your game by taking pounds off your frame with Awaken 180? We're talking 10 strokes off by August, getting your tour card by September, winning your first major, year 1. Think about it. Fame, fortune, and most important, winning $5 off your buddy, because you, sir, are closest to the pin. Taking strokes off your game is just 40 pounds away at Awaken180weightloss.com. Awaken 180 does not guarantee an immediate 10 strokes off your score, receiving a tour card, or the ability to control the weather. Individual results may vary. Your newfound athleticism might cause jealousy amongst your foursome, leading to accusations of steroid use. Awaken 180 is not responsible for defending your honor in the clubhouse. Awaken 180 cannot guarantee that your newfound golf prowess will lead to a sponsorship deal, but we can't not guarantee it either. Awaken 180 is not responsible for any dramatic fist bumps or unsolicited golf tips you give to strangers. Awaken 180 does not offer refunds for any lost wagers made on your improved golf game. Bet wisely, my friend. Strokes off your game by dropping